He te ti, e te tā, rau mai rā ki tēnei kimu, nui whakaharahara. I wangaia Pukakoi, rawa ko Hamilton Boys High School. Nau mai, whakatau mai. Kia ora, hello and welcome to Central Energy Trust Arena, also known as Fly Palmy. We are here with Secondary School National Championships 2025. I'm Jackson Fisher, joined by the one, the only, and the out of breath, Greg Elliott. How are you going?
I'll tell you what, if you're going to get down here, make sure you get down early. I have learned the hard way. Parking, if you come in a bit later than if you're here for the first game, it can be a little rough. I feel like I may have run from my my accommodation. It was just as close as my park. So, not happy to be here, man. This goes to show how much, or how busy it is and how popular it is to be here. So the crowd is massive already. Well, should we run through some team lists, Jax?
Hi, Greg. I got here a little bit earlier. Didn't struggle to find a park there, but so we got Hamilton Boys High, team I know very well. Got Fitu Barlow, number 4, 5 Cullen Parai, 6 Zeke Ashby, 7 Ben Marsh, 8 Blake Davis, 9 Ethan Spraggan, 10 Wakatiwai Parai, 12 Marshall Clark, 14 Quavon Nikoya, number 15 Ty Shortland, and number 23 Will Guerin.
I love the pronunciation as per usual. Mātua Jax. On the other side of things, we've got Pukekohe High School. In the one singlet, Eli Johnson. 2, Braden Northcott. 3, Tane Hickmott. 4, Mason Davis. 5, Jackson Oldworth. 6, Ryan Moreau. 7, Ezekiel Otonuku. 8, Riley Fern. 11, Cody Shepherd. 13, Harry Kelso. 14, Cassius Tupaia. And number 10, Jackson Hood head coach Malachi Tulafonu, assisted by Jamie Reddish. And managers are Liz and Scott Kelso. And all those names are very, very well known in that Franklin area in particular. So, Bulls connection.
Yeah, some standouts there from Pukekohe.
Oh, here we are. The two guys that hit City Fitness in Palmerston this morning.
We did. You were lifting that 120 on the bench like ease.
No, I did feel good, I'm not gonna lie. However, the cardio is definitely something to work on, because I'm not very proud of the sweat I've garnered just from probably running 100 meters from the car park down to here. You'll see walking in front of us at the moment in the Swan Dry, that is Brody Perry. Now, you would have remembered from Nationals, my friend, that he was sporting a glorious, beautiful, luscious mullet.
And his brother.
Yeah, and his brother. And what they did was they shaved that off for...
Shaved the gill?
Yeah, that's what I was looking for. And yeah, made over $1,800. So shout out to those boys. But it looks like we've got a perennial powerhouse battle for us this morning, Jax. Our first game of the day. Happy to be here doing it with you, my friend.
Yeah, awesome battle we have between these two teams. Pukekohe Zone 1, but arguably Zone 2, a little bit of a cut-off at the Bombay. And we've got a Hamilton Boys High, which qualified second in Zone 2, and took out the Hamilton comp this year as well.
You said that you're quite familiar with this team, so maybe give the viewers maybe a name or two to keep an eye on in this one.
Yeah, well, I'm actually familiar with both these teams. Gave my St. Paul's collegiate teams hiding by 40, both of them. So I'm very, very, very familiar. But yeah, definitely in the Hamilton Boys High team, Ben Marsh is a big one to keep an eye on. He plays above the rim, real speedy player. I'm actually the only person to have beat him in a 1v1 as well.
I might need to speak to him just to get clarification on that. I've heard you've beaten a few people in one-on-one, and then I've talked to them about it, and their faces just been like, hey?
Yeah, all lies. Hey, first stage of grief is denial, right? But you know, you got Zeke Ashby as well, who's stepping me up now. The likes of Marshall. Oh, here he is.
Yeah, appreciate it, dude.
Tell you what, there's just so many star-studded talent in both these teams. What about Pukekohe?
I'm just as interested as you, my friend. I mean, I'm in the Tamaki Makaurau area, but as you said, once you start venturing down that highway, Pukekohe is quite a distance. You know, a few of the boys signed it and played for the Bulls. and you know, to go and support your mates. It's I tell you what, mate, with inflation and everything at the moment, to get the petrol from St Heliers to out south and all the way back, you know, it's a small investment. But we've got the referees here, Leo Shaw and Curtis Norton. Leo Shaw, I think that's the Southland Basketball Association logo as well. Curtis Norton, I know definitely that's North Harbour Basketball, the mightiest
Not the greatest
league throughout the Motu. As we're underway here, Jackson Fisher, Greg Elliott, action-packed battle ahead. Jax, just before we get underway, well, we have got underway, a prediction, a winner, please.
I am biased to the beautiful metropolis of Hamilton, so I'll have to go to Hamilton Boys. I've coached a few of these in our Waikato under-18 squad. Came fourth at Nationals this year, so I'm probably coaching a few next year in the Waikato under-18. Some awesome talent in here.
As I mentioned to you, yeah, my fiance is from Cambridge, so yeah, maybe I have to get on board this Waikato or sort of Hamilton mana that you seem to put out to the people.
Come down if you can handle it, man.
I think we see our first hudder of the day as well. It'll send no one other than Blake Davis to the free throw line.
Brother of Liam Davis, who's over in the States and actually was a development player for the Franklin Bulls. This year headed over to the Phi after he came back from his campaign over in America. So some talent in those genes. Jasmine and sister is an NZ netball player. As Ezekiel drains a kuru fifi toru.
Yeah, Otu Nuku on the board with a big hit for Pukekohe. Well, I love that about you, man. You do your research, you pride yourself on that homework. You're the king of ChatGPT.
I really am. It's cooking up a storm for me. But Jazzy goes to St Paul's, where I teach and direct the basketball, so pretty easy one for me on that one.
Oh, how slippery was that? That's a huge take from Harry Kelso. I think we have a timeout called already. Jax, something that coach isn't too happy with?
Yeah, Danny's not happy with 2 easy buckets from probably the 2 players that they're looking to stop the most here. Maybe that last on-ball coverage, probably not as accurate as they wanted to.
I was trying to think of the NBA sort of equivalent of that. I think is it Steve Kerr that just, as soon as he sees, it doesn't matter what time of it, or it might even be Popovich, but just would call a timeout, even if it's within the first sort of 90 seconds of the game if he doesn't like what he sees.
Yeah, no, that sounds about right. Especially, you know, that Popovich coaching tree.
All Gregs are phenomenal coaches.
Oh, beautiful step there by Tupaia. That's Cassius, by the way.
And I would now completely understand it at 7-0 and momentum all the way of Pukekohe. Their timeout does look like just what the doctor ordered, as we see a replay here. Great take.
And you'll notice he's got a fresh cut there. So his dad's over in the crowd on the baseline by the Bailey sign there. Thee's cutter was my hairdresser, my cutter for years, but then he sadly moved down to Pukekohe.
You might need to go back to him, brother, because yeah, look like you're in the wars.
Oh, come on now. Hey, let's not start the hair battle. Hey, cap, no cap, brother, no cap.
Literally no cap. Full cap on this dome at all times.
On the left of your screen there. Wearing a cap as well. But shout out to Thees Cutter on Instagram. If you're in the Pukekohe ways, cuts up most of the Bulls, the Franklin Bulls players there.
So we've got a in-depth look here at that Hamilton Boys High School bench. Although he must have been unhappy, Coach Williams did look quite poised, calm with the message that he was delivering to his team.
Yeah, Danny sorting them out there. See what they come out of this timeout with. Possibly a little set or an adjustment on defense. Little weave action at the top. Marshall downhill, finds a pocket. Left-hand lay, no good.
Getting some good looks. Hamilton, but just not seem to dropping.
Yeah, quite a young team is Hamilton Boys High. They've only got 3 year 13s, some great strong year 11s. Right now there's actually 3 year 11s, 1 year 12 and 1 year 13. Wakatiwai with the ball. Number 10 there is the year 13.
What I do know is that it's going to be a long day if Kelso and Tupaia are just going to be getting second and third chance opportunities for Pukekohe.
Yeah, you can definitely see just the poise with Kelso. That experience in the Franklin Bulls has been invaluable for him, and you can just see it.
Good crowd in early here for this one, Jax. Morena to all of those of you at home or wherever you might be around the Motu tuning in today. It is a Tuesday, Jax, so I'm sure there are people probably at Mahi right now, might have a couple of screens going. One's got work, one's got the basketball on. If your manager comes by, do the quick Control-Alt-Delete.
As you see, Tupaia there with a beautiful baseline cut. 45 baseline cut, goated move in basketball as Wakatiwai, Parai, gets to the rim, left-hand finish.
I love the name Wakatiwai. As commentators, you look at the list or the player list and you go through the names and you go, oh yeah, that one there's got some mana.
Can you guess his nickname, Greg?
Boat?
Little Boat? No.
Little Boat?
He gets Waks.
Waks. I know what Waka means. If you put Waka and Tiwai together, being the reo master that you are, do you know what that means?
I'll have to let you discover that yourself, Greg. You know, I think
Jackson Fisher on Facebook Messenger, people. Get at him.
Here we go. Fitu Barlow with the ball. Very shifty guard. Can shoot the three as well. Downhill and with a little bit of a zone look. As Kelso says, no, no, no.
I do think, though, we've got a foul called. Kelso with an impressive athletic move, though, to come across for the block. Maybe if you get beaten, it's just better to just put your hands back and let him go. It'll be on. I can see the frosted tips. I think that's Eli Johnson.
Quavon at the line here. Can you guess his nickname?
Quavo.
Von.
Oh, okay. Man, I'm not having a good...
Hey, you're 2-0. You're 0-2 right now.
Sounds like my coaching career.
Here we go. Kelso and Ezekiel.
Yeah, Kelso's been very impressive early. Again, sometimes it's you getting a first look at some of these players at high school level. And after that 40 minutes of game time, Jax, you walk away and go, oh, I'm pretty impressed with a few of the players that we get to witness.
Yeah, you're 100% right. Seen a few boys here. And Ben Marsh next to us on the bench here. He said before the game, he said, I better go crazy if he gets a poster, but I'd go crazy if he gets some points. You know?
Well, I tell you what, if there's one thing that Hamilton need right now, it is points. So if that man Ben Marsh can come into the game, create something, just a little spark, Jax, just a little bit of anything, get some momentum for Hamilton boys. That's going to go a long way here in this first quarter.
There he goes, cooking up a storm here. Little dump off. Shortland gets rejected by Ezekiel.
Putting the new almost there into Otunuku. The big don't argue. Huge defensive play turns into fast transition basketball for Pukekohe. Not afraid to push the pace. Tupaia not afraid to get in amongst the tall Chimba as well.
He's a very physical player. Used to be from Hamilton. Oh, whoa. Lovely Euro there. His brother is actually a rugby star in Hamilton. He's actually, and in the nation, he's the first or second ranked rugby player. Oh, beautiful. They just keep getting Tupaia on that back door. Hamilton boys high ball watching at the moment. Gonna have to tidy that up.
Yeah, replay here showing Tupaia. Patient, could have gone up, but may have encountered a bit of defensive pressure there. Did the smart move, up fake, put the ball on the floor, went to the reverse, but was fouled. Would have been a crafty and one if he had managed to tuck that one away, Jax.
Yeah, just like his father, uses that up fake, gets everyone in the air, and couldn't quite convert on the reverse this time, but he makes them pay at the line, shooting a pair of kuru tautukus. And he gets a rest for his hard mahi.
Yeah, I tell you what, he's earned his rest. There's the end of the bench there. Quite a full bench when I look down there for Pukekohe. We've got a lot of coaching staff and assistants.
Yeah,
Might have had to get some extra seats there, Jax.
Yeah, what I love about Pukekohe is it's just whānau vibes. Oh, and Will gives them a bit of a taste of their own medicine with their 45 drive baseline cut and gets the little finish underneath.
Yeah, Gura in there. I'll put a Gura on my face if I made that bucket. Nice move there from Will.
Pukekohe's called a timeout here.
And when there's a Will, there's a way, Jax. And Hamilton putting some pressure on.
No doubt there. See what Pukekohe can cook up after this timeout. I think we'll see pretty crafty baseline set. Never mind.
Yeah,
I'd say too.
Timely Wahiki called there. Just talk things over. I tell you what, that's been a pretty blazing start for Pukekohe out the gates.
Yeah, they've came out with authority. So much commitment in what they do. Never in question is their effort. As I was saying before, just whānau vibes from them. You know, they bring everyone down. Got a crew of supporters. Everyone's got their hand in helping out, and that's what you want to see from a program. And I guess that's what you've seen from the Franklin Bulls as well. I was talking to Jamie Reddish before the game, who's the CEO of the Bulls, and he just said about how, you know, the Bulls over the years, you know, was actually created to give opportunities for our, you know, young rangatahi, especially Corey and Brody, as they have done. And the pathways that it's created has created the Bulls to keep growing and being better and better every year.
Yeah, and it's almost as well, as you said, it is quite far down the motorway. It's almost like, you know, these guys here from Hamilton as well. You know, it's a good thing for like a Jamie Reddish to see, as you said, the young rangatahi, but not just from like the Pukekohe region. It's not too far to come up from Hamilton. I'm saying the distance from, say, Auckland Central out there, you know, versus Hamilton here too, is probably almost the same distance, you know. So it gives, you know, this coaching staff to get some eyes on that next level talent coming through. And I tell you what, there is an abundance of talent too. It's so good to see New Zealand basketball, both the Tāne and the Wahine. The levels of talent just seem to keep increasing year after year.
Yeah.
Sometimes we would see, apologies my friend, sometimes we would see, you know, the depth of a team. You know, you sort of get your starting five out there, and sometimes coaches will be hesitant to look at the bench, but absolutely no hesitation to bring players off the bench. Teams are going sort of 10 deep at the moment. Things you love to see.
You absolutely do love to see it. As Kelso out to Fern. Lovely little floater there.
I love the haircut from Fern as well. Something I look out for straight away. Who's bringing the pizzazz? Who's got the style?
Shout out to his brother Nate, if you're watching. Oh, beautiful little shimmy on the baseline. Finish with the right hand, Ben Marsh.
There's something as well when someone talks up before a game, Jax, and then they go out there and go and do the mahi. Ben Marsh, take a belt. 18-9, this is a great start for Pukekohe.
Yeah, and what's even more impressive is Pukekohe elected not to go play in the Auckland comp this year or last year. So they just go and get games for as many people, invite people up to come down to Franklin. As a little bit of an air ball there, Kuruwhiwhi Toru. Couldn't quite get it with the shot clock winding down. Pārai, crafty finish, can't get it to go.
Hamilton relentless trying to attack the offensive tūrapa, just can't seem to be able to bring it down, and it falls into the hands of Pukekohe. And he is shifty. Riley Fern.
He's cooking. Great motor on him. Just like his brother, coach to St. John's.
Looks like someone's riled him up, my friend. He's ready for action today.
Impeccable one-liners. That's why you're the GOAT, Greg. Oh, look at that. Just send 3 people to the boards there. Relentless trying to get that bucket, trying to get the portal. Ben pushes in transition. Oh, just off his foot there.
Yeah, Dan Carter would have been impressed with that drop kick. Just unlucky there.
Speaking of drop kicks, how you? No.
All right, I'm off. I'm done. Josiah, cut this guy's mic, man. He's done. You cover the king, you best not miss.
Yeah, and I will not be getting into the gym with your tag tomorrow, my friend. That's it. That's my invite done.
When it rains, it pours, unfortunately. Jack's just a bit of a communication error there. We had one man cutting baseline, the other young man looking for him in the corner.
Yeah, Pukekohe's defense just so up and in, pushing Hamilton off their line. A little bit of middle pick and roll, backside tag. Cullen gets a hand on it. It's just so impressive, the defensive transition by Pukekohe.
Yeah, both of these teams, I can't wait to see how they are in the fourth quarter. Young men, fresh legs, but I tell you what, when you're playing at a pace like this, it's frenetic. Puts the ball on the floor. Just unlucky not to see that go through the net for the Yam one. Big Hutter there, and he'll shoot too.
Fano, can we get a word check on that? Frenetic? Is that a
Frenetic, yeah, that's right.
Oh, I thought you said frenetic.
Oh, I didn't say frenetic.
Oh, frenetic. Oh, hey, do you know, speaking of frenetic,
it's like hectic. It's a fast pace, okay?
Hey, my Hamilton vocab is,
Yeah, but your reo surpasses, yeah, if you put your English and your reo together, it just surpasses my English and German.
Totally.
Kia ora. Whakata Māori bringing all the action to you live wherever you might be around the motu. A huge thank you for them in partnership.
Wakatiwai picks his pocket, and Will lays it up with ease. His impact this quarter has been immense. Willing, his Hamilton Boys High team, as a year 11.
Yeah, it's almost been a quarter of 2 halves, Jax. First 5 minutes completely going the way of Pukekohe. Hamilton wrestling back some of that momentum.
Yes, I think, this Boys High team can be a bit of a slow burner at times, but if they go on a run, especially Cullen Pardai, who has the ball there, and Wakatiwai, who got his rebound, that's his brother. Those two, if they get going, they can just be game changers. And especially, you haven't seen much from Ben Marsh or Marshall, who had the ball there, or Zeke. Like, they've just got so many names I could talk about that haven't really had the best quarter so far. But if they get going, it'll be trouble for Pukekohe.
I imagine those battles for the Pardai boys, in the driveway or wherever it might be, must be a physical battle, a war of attrition. I tell you what, when you're battling with your whānau, almost coming to play these games, isn't it? It's easy.
Pardai to Vaughn. Fern got a hand on it. Again, relentless motor.
Right idea for the playmaking, just a tough pass there to thread that needle. It was on though if he was able to. Oh, that was tantalizing for Ezekiel to maybe look at going for that intercept.
Yeah, I think we would have seen a big play at the other end if he got that intercept. He was at the NBA Without Borders Academy in Seattle, I believe. Correct me if I'm wrong. But, formidable talent there.
It's almost that basketball without air as well as he smacked that into the concrete baseline. That was a huge block, and that's a massive hit. Marshall Clark marshalling the troops, and in 2016 at the end of the first, Pukekohe looked like they were going to blow this one out early as we see the replay. Marshall hits from the corner, but that was a big lead for Pukekohe, and Hamilton has just stemmed that tide, Jax.
Yeah, Hamilton really settled in. Pukekohe missed a few shots there, and it really put some pressure on their transition defense there, and a couple times to the line, Hamilton boys, and some O-boards just generated some easy shots for them to hit.
No, if we have another 3 quarters like we have seen here in the first, sometimes this job is made very easy, Jax. Sometimes it's actually a distraction having a kōrero, because you get caught up in the fast-paced action. As we see, a glimpse out there into the crowd, Stevie Cousins, a great man, helping a lot of our rangatahi find that pathway to the USA. Can't see it on that hand that he's chatting with there, but on the other hand, he's got a finger splint on. I tell you what, when people say social basketball, there's nothing social about it, Jax.
No, very serious. Everyone's looking for a pathway. Like, as you said, Stevie Cousins been helping people get to the US, and the amount of people, you know, of our rangatahi over in the US at the moment is amazing. You know, it's without question that you can kind of go over there, whether you're going the JUCO pathway, whether you're going to getting to a college, you know, D1, NCAA, sorry, I forgot the other one. What's the other one?
I don't know about
NCAA, and then there's another division as well that has D1, D2, D3.
I was just sitting back enjoying your dulcet tones, man. I got lost. I got lost in my tārangas were just enjoying that too much.
But yeah, there's just so many pathways now, and people like Stevie Cousins helping our rangatahi get over there. So we love to see it.
I tell you what, when you look around this court, the amount of Pukekohe basketball jerseys, not only on the sideline there, but also just around the court itself. Huge presence here on the road. As you said, very whānau orientated school, and it looks like a lot of that friends of whānau have come down here for this one, Jax.
Tapai on the low block. Whoa, looked like he was gonna, you know, dive on that and get into a bit of a staple like his brother. Bit of a ruck formation. And speaking of rugby, Kalampara in the first 15 as well as the first basketball team for Hamilton Boys High.
Did you play first 15?
No, I did not. No, I gave up my rugby career. They just couldn't handle it.
They couldn't, or you couldn't?
They couldn't. Quavon can't find the top up.
Yeah, I did make first 15 for my school. Thank you for asking, bro.
Sorry,
no, don't worry about it.
It was a small school in Dunedin.
I was
right?
segueing myself.
So I was trying to look at like basketball or whatever's happening
that's okay.
on the court.
Let me toot my own horn.
What were you?
Don't worry about it. No,
last five? Were you last five?
I was on the wing.
On the wing?
They called me the White Manu, yeah.
So you did get here with impeccable
No one
speed.
called that. Kelso, though.
Did you say White Mambo?
White Manu.
Manu.
Yeah.
Do you pop a Manu? And we've got a little bit of a stoppage here. Our referee's just having a talk over. We're, you know, about 50 seconds into the second quarter here. No score yet. Some impeccable defense being played.
Interesting to see what Coach Williams has. No, sorry, Coach Tulafonu has cooked up here for Pukekohe.
It's actually quite a nice set there. They just got the easy little slip while Hamilton was trying to get out to the wings there. But Ezekiel fumbles it. Same set. Kelso in the corner. Left-hand drive with the float. Beautiful.
Yeah, we settled there for Pukekohe. Just saw Hamilton putting a bit of pressure on and having that scoreboard took over, so it'd be good to see for Pukekohe. They want to come out and start this second quarter strong.
Parai downhill, out to his brother, Wakatiwai. Leaves it short off the tapa, Quavon. To Marshall. Off his foot, and it'll be Pukekohe ball.
Seesaw battle here early. Teams going tit for tat. That filling out process can extend into that second quarter as both teams see what the other is about. Nice feed there, and just unlucky to finish.
Hard luck, yeah, great eyes did Calso on that play.
Cody, the shepherd under the hoop there. Just unlucky not to put that one through for Pukekohe.
A lot of side-to-side action here for Boys High. Step through.
Hasn't he been impressive, man? Will Gurin.
Gurin's cooking right now. Again, high motor. Just relentless and willing his team to the end here.
If you're going down to a car dealership, I tell you what, you want to order yourself a two-pair because that motor is impressive.
And Danny not impressed with his squad on the court. He makes the 5-man sub.
It's an ice hockey type line change. I really like that about Coach Williams. Obviously, he called that first Waiheke extremely early in the game. He's not afraid to say, oh, I'm not liking what I'm seeing. I'm just going to put a whole new batch in.
Yep, very impressive work by Danny Williams.
Sometimes that can light a fire under your team as well, you know, a complete line change.
He's been lighting fires all season, I've heard. You know, putting pressure on the boys. As we see Zeke can't quite get it. Ashby, that is.
Yeah, I don't think if you play for Danny Williams, you're going to be a complacent person. There's two players around the back.
Calso can't get the hit.
Oh, razzle dazzle early on a Tuesday, Jax.
We've seen so many. The Euro is alive and well in the Motu here.
The steal from Braden Northcote. Everyone's getting involved early.
Effort is outstanding here. Tapaya with the ball. Ezekiel wanted on the low block. Another Euro. Can't quite get it to drop there.
It's a big let off for Hamilton that rolled around the tupper and out. A double dribble call there as well, I believe, on Marsh.
Yeah, if you see Nan over there, not too impressed. She's in the red hoodie. That's Ben's Nan, Bub. Formerly known as Lynette, but Bub as well. And he's a Nanny's boy. And I love that about him. Spin move will be deemed as a travel.
Never heard of that before, a Nanny's boy.
Oh, yeah.
I think I was one of those.
I was like, we wanted to go somewhere on tournament. I was like, where are you going? We're down in Christchurch. He's like, I'm going to go get sushi with my nan. I was like, all right, sweet. Need some nan time. But hey, he was cooking, so hopefully he cooks up here. Maybe he needs a bit of a chat from Nan.
Yeah, Nana's usually the queenie of the whānau. So if you're on Nan's good side, that's where you want to be in life.
Drag screen here, Zeke. And Ben just loses it there and then commits the foul.
And Coach Williams requesting a timeout. Just seeing that momentum slightly swing back to Pukekohe. Phenomenal spin move, like it moving with intent. However, just the handle got away from it at the end. And sometimes when you lose the handle, you just want to get the ball back, don't you, Jackson? He committed the hara.
Yeah, Ben plays a bit better when people are on the back foot, and this Pukekohe side has just been up and in the whole game and just not giving him any space to work with. Pretty good scout there. Probably should have used that for my St. Paul's team when we play both these teams. Shout out to them. They're blowing up the group chat at the moment. So I'll give them a little shout out. Shot boys. Try and make it a 20, maybe get it down to a 20-point loss next year. Nah.
So a shout out as well, the Celtics Good Sport Award. So this award goes to someone here at the event who has done amazing things to help others, made a huge effort, or inspired those around them by going well over and beyond. So head to the BBNZ socials to enter. This award will be presented at the awards ceremony after the AA finals on Saturday. Entries close 11:59 p.m. Wednesday, 2nd of October.
You're a bit of a good sort, Greg. Might have to nominate you.
I'd like to think so. Yeah, I self-nominated last year and was crickets, was tumbleweeds. No, I tell you what, the
Kelso
Good Sport was huge.
Beautiful feed to number 11, Shepherd.
He's worked hard since being on the floor. Cody Shepherd.
Got a bit of an on-ball action, side to side. Here's Ben Marsh, wants to go baseline. Creates a room with his body. Can't get the finish though. Kelso, 94 feet in the lane. Beautiful finish there by Harry Kelso.
The first thing you got to do, Jax, is stop the ball, and Kelso just went coast to coast there with that one. When you're that athletic, you make things look easy.
You'd know, Greg.
As you saw, me running that 94 feet earlier had me in haunches. It was like I could get my breath before the call started.
There we go. We've got Hamilton Boys High.
Kelso, just a replay there. Fast, athletic, impressive.
Hoping he was going to, dunk that one, but shot clock violation there. Bench didn't quite get the countdown for Hamilton Boys High.
Would love to see a little kudu topa. A little slam dunk on this beautiful Tuesday morning here in the lovely MΑORI, Palmerston North, Fly Palmy Arena.
Kelso controlling the possession, gets it out to Ezekiel.
Quick hands here by the big fella, Ty Shortland.
You do a great job of the cut and slide. So you saw number 2 there, Northcote slide underneath for the cut where they've been getting 2-pire, and then Ezekiel gets out to the wing. This defense just so up and in. Riley gets a little bit, Riley Fern there gets a little bit handsy and commits the hutter.
Great take, or great cut, I should say, by Marshall Clark. Putting a bit of pressure on our referees to make a decision. Easy call. Looked like he was being a bit of physicality there early in this one. You got Fano all over, Jax. And a shout out your boy from back home.
Oh, Liam Kamala Allen. Shout out to my brother Liam from the second greatest association, which is Harbour. Waikato being the first. Oh, Clark getting on the ground there. Kick ahead to Shortland, who picks the hip, goes downhill. Boom! Whoa! Danny gives him a pat on the butt there.
That is beautiful basketball from Hamilton Boys. The ball moving all around the court, swinging the rock. The big fella as well, making that final pass, and Gurin making him pay.
So nonchalant there. It's like, why am I this open? It just drains the Kuru Whiwhi Toru.
Big Zeke showing, just because I play forward or centre, doesn't mean I can't step out, coach, and knock down that Kuru Whiwhi Toru. I love that when you see these guys, like an Ezekiel, that are big bodies, but they're athletic, and they can shoot the ball, they can do so many different things, all the intangibles.
Danny not happy with the no jump ball call there. But I love how, ref Leo just let them play there. And Hamilton Boys High ends up with the ball on the sideline.
Kelso gets a break and Johnson returns.
Wakatiwai. Bit of an air ball there. Shortland's been on the boards this quarter. Clark can't get it to drop either.
Yeah, Shortland saying that he got a little shove in the back there from Cody Shepherd. having a korero with the referees.
Lovely bit of split action there. You talked about Steve Kerr before. That was a staple of the Warriors offense in those dynasty years.
Gets things underway here with Shepherd. Johnson. Oh, Ezekiel.
Hand down, man down. Shortland's got to get a hand up on that.
Man, they call him the Zeke Freak because he is impressive. Wow.
Well, he is a bit of a freak because, man, I had him years ago in the under-15 squad, and he was a guard, and he was tiny. And then I just saw him. I didn't even recognize him this year at regionals, and I was like, is that you? I don't know what they've been feeding him down there in Hamilton, what's in the water down there, but...
See the replay there of that Kuruwhiwhi Toru from Ezekiel. And then the latest one there. Great mechanics. Looked effortless for the big fella. Great rotation on the ball. Must have been your coaching, Jax. Is that what you put that down to?
Ezekiel?
Yeah.
No, I wouldn't. No hand on Ezekiel. I'll feel these boys higher, boys. But no, it takes a village, right?
This lead, though, has crept out to 15 for Pukekohe. Hamilton boys doing such a great job of reeling that lead in. However, Pukekohe now going on a bit of a run of their own. Waiheke called. Talk about things. I like it. Coach Williams looking a bit more animated now. I'm sure he'll become more animated as well as this game continues.
Yeah, so they had a loss yesterday afternoon to the Mount, who they lost to in the Zone 1 finals by 1. Real nail biter. They lost by 4 yesterday, so another close game. Probably not too happy about is Danny. And they also lost yesterday to St. Pat's Silverstream by 10, 73-83. So this is basically a must-win for this team.
So I was quite enamored. There was a young girl over there in a grey hoodie with the poi, and she was out of sight now, but that was pretty impressive stuff.
Are you seeing things, Greg, again?
There's no way I've seen a young lady come down here with poi and just made that up.
I wouldn't put it past you.
There's only water on this spot, mate.
Second side, Ezekiel Riley. They deny the top, so Tupaia flashes. A little bit of a turnover there. Couldn't quite wrangle down that pass.
Shout out my boy too, Charles Sarong. I know you're watching too, brother. Thank you for all your tips and tricks and insights. Always love it when people get in touch with us, Jackson. Give us a little extra information. Although you don't need it though. You know every team inside and out almost. Every time I commentate with you, you're like, yeah, I know this team very well, this team very well. It's the only team you don't know.
Probably the South Island ones, honestly. And some in the Zone 3, but Zone 1, Zone 2, I'm pretty schooled up on.
I'll tell you what, my favourite person that's come to the sidelines is Ben Marsh. When he comes and sits beside us, I get a little bit excited myself. Looking forward to having him sub in.
Yeah, I want to see him get some buckets. Come on, Ben.
Yeah, this young man here has told me to look out for Ben Marsh, so expecting big things here.
Okay. He just said he's going to post it.
Man, I'll tell you what. If they sold confidence at Pack and Save, I'll tell you what, Ben Marsh has been there this morning and sold them out. And he is... I can't wait for it. I'm disappointed. We've only got a minute left. I don't know if we will see him.
He was recently selected for the as a trialist for the under-17 New Zealand team. So I guess he would have got a bit of confidence there. As a lay by Parai, can't get it to go as he walks back in transition.
Come on, Blake.
We'll call that a pass. 2-player. Oh, there's that and one.
Just getting outworked.
So he makes the 2-player, and then we'll get a chance at 3.
That was great.
Thank you, man.
Another one. Phenomenal gig.
2-player, Fano, please don't hate me. That's
Well, both Mum and Mum's on the baseline there in the Bulls hoodie. She's a photographer. I forget her Instagram handle, but if you go have a look at any of the Franklin Bulls stuff, she's all over that.
so cool seeing how many photographers and videographers, etc. We have here at this tournament. You know, so cool as a young Tane or Wahine to have a little highlight reel. Roshi's around here somewhere.
Yeah, Roshi the GOAT. She was like,
He's the GOAT.
You got to shout us out. And I was like, bro, you need to shout me out. You're your own brand. Here we go, Marsh. You reckon he's going to get the bucket? Gets stripped out of his hand there. As Tupaia.
Should be a last shot here for Hamilton. I thought that might have been our chance to see Marsh try and put one on Kelso. I tell you what, if there's anyone on that Pukekohe team that I wouldn't want to go and try and post it, it's Kelso. He looks athletic. He might beat you in the rim.
A lot of length there, and you know, being a Bulls development player, probably had his fair share of getting amongst some big boys.
You're in there with a huge heave to end the half. Jackson, we see Pukekohe up 42-21 in this one. I'll tell you what, folks, go put the jug on. We'll be right back shortly for the second half of action. Tune in, we'll see you soon.
From Chemist Warehouse, and we're so excited to be here to launch the initiative Hoops in Schools. We so hope our tamariki enjoy basketball as much as we do. I like what we have! Yeah!
Hi, my name is Riley, and I like these hoops because it's a great opportunity for us to learn how to play basketball. Hoops because everyone has fun, and then thank you Chemist Warehouse, thank you Thank you Chemist Warehouse!
Yes. Okay. Yeah.
This isn't about long-distance calling, technology, or living overseas.
Do I have one more bid? Thank you.
We're going to go once. We're going twice.
And we are sold to the Kiwi phone bidder from Manchester.
It's about Bailey's finding buyers that others can't.
Sport is about more than just the game. It's about going from teammates to best mates. It's the high fives and helping hands. It's learning when to back yourself or back your buddies. It's actually being excited to get out of bed early on a Saturday. Sport is about more than just the game. That's why Caltex is proud to help fuel school sports.
It's time for action. We are working to reduce the impacts of climate change, side by side, with nature, with each other, through research, investment, and practical innovation. Because nature is not a resource, it's a collaborator. Nativa, leading with nature.
Why are you ruining aiming for, Joe? Hurry up, come back.
No, just because you're not tall enough to get on the top.
Hello and welcome back to Pukekohe versus Hamilton Boys High School. What a half we've had. It's 42-21. Pukekohe leads. What a great game of basketball for our first one today, Greg.
Yeah, it's been exciting. It's been fast-paced, and I don't think the scoreline is a great reflection of the game we've seen so far. Was close. Not so long ago, Hamilton were down big early to Pukekohe, managed to really get that lead and reduce that deficit. And now Pukekohe again have gone on another run and they've blown it out to 42-21. Just some handling errors, Jax, for Hamilton letting them down. Like the offense looks to be flowing, things look to be happening. They're attacking the tupper. They're being relentless. It's just some of the passes not sticking, a few turnovers. Are you and I seeing the same thing?
Yeah, I think, they're trying to do the right things, but I think they're getting a little bit deterred by the physicality, and Pukekohe is just lapping it up. That's how they play. They're a physical team. They're up and in, and Hamilton's not used to that. And I think that, probably going at the refs a little bit too much. Just up the physicality, meet Pukekohe with the same intent that they are implying on them. And we'll see some stuff start to drop.
Just going to throw this one out there as well, the New Zealand Carbon Farming. How green is your team? So head to the BBNZ socials and comment your top 3 sustainability tips for schools and sport, and be in to win a $50 players sports voucher for your school, generously provided by New Zealand Carbon Farming. Entries close 11:59 p.m. Wednesday the 2nd of October. We're about to get underway here. Jax, big second half. Hamilton looking to strike first here in this one.
We see that weave action again. Back to Marsh out top. Little jab. Looks to cook one-on-one. Can he get it to drop? Gets his own rebound. Two up. And he gets the foul.
Yeah, clipped on the back of the dome there by Kelso. Nice up fake. I think Kelso's eyes lit up. He thought he may have been unaware that he was patrolling that zone. However, Ben Marsh felt his presence, the aura that is Kelso, and just got him off the up fake there.
Gets the first Kuru Totuku to drop. And the second.
Yeah, 2 from 2. That'll be huge for Marsh. He said checking in at the end of the half, looking for a highlight reel. Hopefully we see him in some open space here at some point in the second half, Jax.
Riley Fern, rib space, tries to get Kelso, that ginger-to-ginger connection.
I thought he was trying to get you involved there. That pass was a beeline for you.
Yeah, just off the mark there.
Lucky you've got the Matai there beside you. You made absolutely no effort to stop the ball whatsoever.
Too nonchalant. I just let it hit me. Here we go. Clark down low. Ben gets a hand on it. Ref sees a push. And it's 2 calls towards Hamilton this quarter. They'll be happy with that.
Yeah, definitely what they needed, and I'm sure coach would have had a chat to him about that. Keep attacking the tupper. Force the referees to make a decision.
Are we going to see a tale of 2 halves in this matchup?
I guess from a neutral spectator, you always want to see a close game. I'm sure everyone back home in Hamilton is wanting a huge comeback. Pukekohe, that Franklin area, I'm sure everyone's like, hey, put the foot on the gas, keep going, boys, as 2 play out. Looks to do just that. And hasn't he been impressive early in this one? Getting those second, third chance opportunities for Pukekohe, Jax. Often converting into points as well.
Let's see Kelso on the wing. Out to Ezekiel. He'll probe at the top. Great pick and roll with those two. The little switch provides a seal inside, and he gets fouled. It's been a great action for them. Ezekiel rolling and just the boys' high defense just having to collapse on him, or it's a surefire, I think a kudu or a potential dunk.
Yeah, amazing camera work from our team, the behind the scenes, siren coat, capturing all the action, beaming it to you wherever you might be around the motu. Hope you are enjoying this one as much as we are.
And just to catch you up again, I recently mentioned Boys High's run yesterday, but Pukekohe also 2 losses, 91 to 107 to Napier Boys loss, and another loss to Mount Maunganui 64-73. So do or die here to get kind of that third spot that this team, that these two teams will be looking for. That'll get them into the prelim quarterfinal, where they'll have to face a 1 seed in another pool to make top 8. Oh, beautiful footwork there by Marsh. Can't get it to drop.
Changing gears there, Marsh. Might have had the nitrous oxide in there too. Had a little burst at the end. Great footwork. Rewarded with the hudder. He will go to the line.
Shoe game. Wearing the Sabrinas. Sabrina 2, I believe, in the pink. I quite like number 11 for Pukekohe, Cody Shepherd. Got some nice kicks.
Yeah, you look for the kicks, I look for the hairstyles.
Step up, twisted to inside ball screen, fake. Oh, beautiful.
Unselfish basketball from Eli Johnson. No one would have been mad at it if he'd thrown that one up himself. Dishes it off though to the big fella, Ezekiel Otanuku.
Ben looks to get busy here, dump off to Clark. Can't get it though. Fern puts him in a spin cycle. Ezekiel.
We are up and down here in this one. Marsh with the footwork now. Otanuku says no, and now it's Pukekohe. Their turn to push the ball.
There you go, you get that matchup again. Gives it up. Unselfish basketball from Pukekohe. If you're a coach watching this, you're probably in awe of this Pukekohe side just picking apart this Hamilton defense.
Deserved the bucket on that one, just being able to move that ball around at will.
Yeah, Hamilton Boys High electing to play a bit of one-on-one, and it's just not working out for them at the moment here. It has in the past though, that they've you know, the Pardais complemented by those others I was talking about before, Marsh, you know, Zeke. As we see.
Interesting, something I found out too, mate, is that for the qualifying, the quarter is 2 versus 3 as the 1 seed goes straight through.
Oh, so it's a yeah. Oh, it's not prelim. Wait.
Yeah, so
how my? That does
you know what?
Right.
That's what I'm here for, brother. Here to help you.
Sorry, it is
help yourself.
It is a prelim quarter because the third is involved and they get the 2 seed. But thank you, Matua Greg.
Tell you what, man.
Your experience and age.
No, that's just showing out some good friendships where people were able to listen to us, my friend, give us some information. I said
I'm 23. I'm still getting the heck of it.
I thought you were 30.
Oh, mate. I'm the brisk young age of, 21 and 8 quarters.
I had no idea we were the same age. That's crazy. That's interesting. Shut up, brother.
I just went to your 21st, Greg. Well, how are you saying we're the same age?
Yeah, I'm getting ID'd left, right, and centre. As we see Zeke Ashby. Oh, everything there. Just the finish letting him down. Real athletic move there from Zeke.
Great move, got right downhill, just couldn't put the icing on the cake at the end. Ezekiel trying to get to work, kicks out 3 side, gets it back.
Johnson. Ooh, was about to call him 3-line Johnson there for a second if that went down. Looked good out the hand.
Strong toot-upper there by Blake Davis. That would have been a clip of the drop.
Yeah, I tell you what, Marsh has definitely been trying, probing, looking for any opportunity.
See another full team sub or 4-person sub by Danny Williams.
Something not often seen at this tournament, the line change. Usually sometimes at the end of a game, if it's a bit of a blowout, Jax, you might see a line change like this. But hey, when you are trying to get back into this 21-point game, you just probably throw everything in the kitchen sink at this one. And that's just what they needed, Hamilton boys. Cullen Parai, as you said, he's one to watch, and he can knock those down. So that could be a first for many for Cullen. It'll be huge.
And at his stature, you wouldn't believe, but man, he can get up, throw down a windmill. I've seen it in training. Tough player. Fitu, Barlow pulls down the toot-upper. A little bit of get action there with Cullen as he kicks it on second side.
Now, whenever I hear a name like Cullen, I think, the folks go for Christian Cullen, and that was the name. My cousins are named Josh and Tane, one for Josh Kronfeld and one for Tane Randall. So I see there's Tupaia.
Tupaia tries to go 1-on-3 there. A little rhyme used by my good friend, Coach Brandon Whittier. Hope you're tuning in. 1-on-1, get it done. 1-on-2, not for you. 1-on-3, set by me. And 1-on-4, I can't actually finish that one, but it says get out the door.
Mate, you had...
1-on-5, you must be... I can't say the rest of that either.
Oh, man. That is one of the all-time great.
Shout out to you, B-Wits.
Oh, lucky there, Will Gurn. He's been one of their best today. Hamilton.
Physicality by both sides here.
Just a bit slow to his feet there, Ty Shortland. Looks like he's all right, though. I think it'll take a lot to take out a Ty Shortland.
Calso, if that drop.
Look at that, Tupaia just in and amongst the likes of Shortland, mixing things up, as well as, say, is it Quavon? Quavon. Nikoya. Oh, those are some big boys, and Tupaia was in there. I think just mistimed his jump, Shortland, and Tupaia was able to get in there, but it came off his knee, so we'll see.
Ethan Sprague in there, can't quite track down the pass from Garrett.
Really unselfish team, this Pukekohe High School. Always looking to make that extra pass, Jack, something I've noticed.
Yeah, they do a lot of work with emerging basketball, who's all about the unselfish plays and turning small advantages into bigger ones. So a lot of the time you'd think they may be able to finish the play there.
Jax, is interesting. One of the most lovely women in basketball, Stevie Rose Dyers, said, please repeat that 1-1, 1-2, 1-3.
Okay. 1-on-1, get it done. 1-on-2, not for you. 1-on-3, sit by me. 1-on-4, get out the door. And 1-on-5, you must be, I can't say the rest of it, but implies high.
Okay,
yeah.
Okay. Yeah. Beautiful
quality. And that's Brandon Whittier, who I stole that off. Yeah, my good friend from the Waikato with St. John's and under 20s. Waikato.
And there you go, Stevie. Don't say I don't do anything for you. As Otanuku there. It's that free throw to drop. And 50 plays 29, Pukekohe pulling away. Still plenty of time on the clock for Hamilton if they could get a few baskets and a few defensive positions.
It's like the lid on the rim for Hamilton Boys High.
You took the words right out of my mouth. I was going to say the tail of tape so far just seems to be Hamilton getting to the rim. It's just for some reason, I don't know what it is. The ball just doesn't seem to fall through the net, as that's a huge kuruwhiwhi toru.
Kelso making them pay.
And we hear that all familiar boom from the Pukekohe bench.
Spraggan looks to explore. On ball with Clark and Spraggan. They're a little bit unorganized. Spraggan, little up fake. Again, just can't get it to drop there. It'll be Hamilton Boys High School on the baseline.
Yeah, I feel like Hamilton haven't maybe been on the Facebook and added these hoops as a friend, Jax, because it seems to be going down for Pukekohe. Just the luck for Hamilton Boys just a bit off today. As you said, multiple players for this Hamilton team, quite capable of dropping 30 in any given game. This hasn't been their day, their week or month or even their year.
Yeah. Well,
in this one,
it's do or die basketball here, and Pukekohe has just came out and been relentless in their intent to, you know, get that third spot or just stay alive in the tournament that is secondary school basketball. And that's a lot of this, you know, this young boys high team are coming back next year. So soaking up all of these lessons this year.
Yeah, that's just it. Sometimes if you do have those, you know, year 11, year 12s, you know, that are going to be back again next year, as you said, the learning curves, you can just see what it takes, you know, for some of these teams to come down here and win this event.
Clark creates contact and will head to the line for a pair of kuru tautukus.
He's also played well, Marshall Clark. He's picked his moments. Athletic. MΑORI attacks the tapa.
He's actually quite academic, is Marshall Clark. He's in the APL class, which is the academic program for Hamilton Boys High School.
A class you probably would have been in too, I would imagine.
I was, you know, I really enjoyed lunchtime at school, as you'd say.
Yeah, no, I saw the photo you showed me earlier.
Yeah, absolutely.
160 kilogram Jax, that was crazy.
And it's out there now.
I met another guy at the gym today who said he was going to go check out the scale, and I was like, oh, yeah, sweet. Oh, there's a huge kuruwhiwhi toru there to end the quarter. He used to be 180 kilograms.
Damn. The glow-ups, right?
I wouldn't know, but hey, 56-31. Pukekohe, as you see the replay here, Otanuku finding Kelso, and it's just been that kind of day for Pukekohe. 56-31, one more quarter left in this one. Jax, thoughts?
Yeah, I'm not sure if Hamilton Boys High can, undig the hole that they've kind of created for themselves. But, credit to Pukekohe. They've been working extremely hard. The vibes are positive. You alluded to earlier that brought down, probably the whole of Franklin. But, it's paid off. Hard-working team getting rewarded.
I was going to say, opposite us, those seats that fall out, we might have to get one of those over there on the Pukekohe bench. Look at that huddle. There is a plethora of human beings in and amongst that. And it'll be Coach Tulafonu just maybe barking some instructions to his troops. Yes, we've got a little bit of a lead, but you don't want to rest on your laurels. It's these sort of moments here, Jax, where you want to just go, hey, we've got them where we want them. The foot is on the accelerator. You don't want to take it off.
to right. I was talking to Jamie Reddish as we're walking in there, and do you know the Bulls have signed a new head coach?
Oh,
I'm not able to tell you.
I'm
not able to tell
Why
you.
would you say that?
But he was. I'll give you a hint.
Okay.
He was an assistant in the ANBL last year and for many years, and he signed to a 2-year deal. So love that from Pukekohe, Franklin. They look after their dudes. Sebastian Blind was with them for years, 2 years I believe. Did well by them, and he's actually taken Joe and Samara over to Europe with him in Germany, I believe.
ANBL assistant coach.
Doesn't really narrow things down much, does it?
No. Is it a Kiwi?
He didn't actually tell me. So he actually didn't tell me, but that's all he told me.
Oh, man. You've left the viewers out there, left wanting more, mate. I tell you what, I was expecting you to drop a bomb there.
No,
a little Jack's bomb. We've got no Woj anymore. I thought we had a Jack's bomb there. There you go. Sorry, folks. Man's has left us hanging.
Yeah. And potentially a Waikato NBL team next year as well, if I'll just chuck that in there.
Tell you what, Raymond Cameron would lick his lips if he heard you saying that.
Yeah, Ray's coming back. He's like, oh yeah, I'll be there. He'll suit up.
The Pistons, I remember the Pistons, perennial powerhouses. So I would love to see, Waikato get a team back in the NBL. As I said, Panthers, there's room there for some action. But hey, we digress as Braden Northcott at the line. Oh, there he is again, the big fella, Ezekiel Otunuku. Hasn't he stamped his authority on this one?
Yeah, his physicality and poise has been impeccable as he finds his shooter. And, I've talked about it before on the live stream, but basketball is a maths game. The more possessions you have, the more, if you can get more offensive rebounds, you have more positions that you're able to try score. And same on the defensive end. If you're cleaning up D boards, that's taking away potential new positions from the other team.
Saw your boy Wox there, sorry, it's up. Wakatiwai, just almost scoring in the corner there. Huge, putting the body on the floor. Slid for a good sort of 10 feet as well.
Another rugby boy, used to being on the ground. He plays for the boys high second 15. As Cullen Parai comes up with the rebound. Out to Will. Urett gets the 2.
I know we just mentioned none other than Marshall Clark earlier, but Will Guerin, another one of these impressive standouts for Hamilton boys.
A little bit of pass pick and roll, denied, so Cass makes the correct read, flashes to the high post, and he draws the huddle. Goes to the line for a pair of kudu totukus.
I've been gassing him up the whole time. Tupaia just keeps impressing me on every possession he's out there. Unlucky on the free throw, but just his ability to be so crafty, and seems wherever the ball comes off the offensive tapa for the tūrapa, it seems to be Tupaia seems to have a nose for the ball where it's going to be. Old Dennis Rodman-esque.
D-Rod. Shout out to that brother. Don't think he'll be listening.
Hey. He might have heard Jackson Fisher's on the mic.
Wakatiwai Kuruwhiwhi Toru is good.
There it is.
Back to 21.
Yeah, Wakatiwai here, as we see on the replay. The Waka 3-way. Lovely Pakete there. The big Kuruwhiwhi Toru.
Waka Toru mai.
Ooh,
and Cass finds the gap. Man, as you said before, he's just put in some work. Like, I often, check Dad Theo's story, and they're in the gym in Pukekohe. As Cott gets the steal.
Oh, just got caught in 2 binds there, Braden Northcott.
Northcott, Arohomai.
Just may have had a peep over the shoulder. Saw a couple of defenders coming at him. We've all been guilty of it.
Fitu Barlow can't quite make that one. Downhill is Ezekiel. Beautiful left hand.
Did you see that step that Ezekiel took there just to get that separation? Impressive. He's got all the tools. A deep kete for none other than Ezekiel Otunuku.
Canal not happy with that one. Guerin, sorry.
On cue as well. Otunuku again giving us some fireworks here in this one.
So much movement from Ham boys, but the difference between the Hamilton boys' style of play, they're getting side to side, but they're not actually engaging any defenders or getting into those holes in the paint. They're not playing kind of paint to great, where this Pukekohe side is really, getting into those gaps, drawing the defense, and then kicking out, creating small advantages and turning them into bigger ones, which is just picking this boys high team apart.
You see the replay here. Love this from the big fella Otunuku, but just down. We're getting an Otunuku highlight package here by the looks of it.
Our camera team is just goated.
Phenomenal. But the position we just saw there, the Parai family would have loved watching that one. Cullen Parai just being unselfish, giving it to Awakatiwai.
I don't think we can say that. Thank you, Chris. I'm not sure if I can actually say that, but we know now.
That's a brother of mine too. I love that guy.
And he has NCAA and European experience, as well as ANBL. So that's all I'll drop for you, because Jamie might be a bit mad at me if I put that one out there.
Yeah, these teams I like it when info gets dropped when it's not.
But Chris Patton knows. Shout out to you and Will, and shout out to Will and Tamatoa from St. John's, who also were selected to trial for that under-17 squad.
Yeah, your phone's been blowing up, man. You must have some
I feel like Greg
people out there.
You're the ones whose phone's blowing up, man. Mine's quiet.
What's Tinder?
Hey, yo. I'm not sure. That's not in my kupu. It's not in my kupu.
Are underway here again. 5 minutes and change left in this one, folks. 63-38.
Kelso. He gave him that little Kobe shimmy there. Spins base.
What a lovely sort of duo to have for Coach Tolofonu. Both Otunuku and Kelso. Shooter's roll there from our main man, Ben Marsh.
Gets one to drop now. Little stride step into the little Dirk fade there. We got Fern with the ball. Another one just off.
They haven't done too much wrong though in this one at Pukekohe. And with a little bit of a cushion there as well. 25-point lead. Sure, Coach Malachi won't be too mad at that one.
Pick and roll up top. Ben and Spragan.
Try to use the feet.
He's playing football.
Messi would have been happy with
Do we see a highlight play here? I thought that was going to be a lob to Kelso, but two boys high players just swarm number 1, Eli Johnson, and commit the hudder.
Yeah, and as we said earlier, would love to see a little kudu topper or slam dunk. Definitely see there's a few players out there with that in the kete. Coach Reddish just talking things over with his troops as Eli Johnson knocks down his free throw. And we'll see Marsh with possession. And Marsh again, the offensive tūrapa. Kelso there to clean things up for Pukekohe. And it's Johnson with ball in hand. See what he can conjure up. Finds an open shooter in the corner. So unlucky there on that one was Jackson Aldworth.
Spraggan pushing in the break. A little bit of a two-man game there with Ben Marsh. Step through. Can't get it to go off the top of there.
And it looks like Coach Malachi Tulafonu will be able to maybe roll some subs with 3 minutes 15 left.
I think why he's trying to keep his dogs in is, you know, if Boys High somehow kind of get in the mix there and there's a three-way tie for that third spot, they're gonna want to have the points differential on their side.
See Ryan Moreau check into the action here, and coaching staff just talking through things over there as we saw on screen. Pukekohe and Kelso in the corner. Thought he might pull up and spot that one up.
He definitely has the green light to do whatever he wants, does Harry Kelso.
Great find to Johnson.
Baseline cut has been killing them. Boys High all game for this one. Ben downhill, feeds Zeke. Boom!
Here it is.
It's the boom guy, is Zeke. He's a very proven three-point shooter. Haven't seen much of him today, but he can definitely knock them down.
Yeah, Threek Ashby. Find him again. He's in the corner, and if they can find him, a little bang-bang play.
Oh, up and under. Seen that many times. That's his little Pannier step to get the defender to jump or freeze, and then steps through and finishes on the other side.
I thought we might have a little highlight reel there. Might have had a go as Kelso. Kuruwhiwhi Toru.
You got the wrong ginger, my brother. That is that is my good friend, Fern.
Oh, is that Fern?
Yeah, that is Fern. Riley Fern there with the three. Speaking of Pannier step, I want to have a go at your dad jokes. What about a Benier step?
Get out. You're done. There's only room for one.
That was me, guys.
As Marsh, you love to see it. You know, it's the scoreboard, not the most flattering for Hamilton Boys High, but they keep trying. Haven't put their head down. Still attacking the hoop. Marsh, he's able to knock down. We'll see subs in.
Yeah, well, speaking of that, you never know who's watching at a tournament like this. This is the premier tournament on the BBNZ calendar. Plenty of scouts out here watching, especially in the NZ space. Matt Lacey, who is with the Breakers now, he's out here scouting for the academy that's coming up next year. Spraggan, big rebound, gets rejected, goes up again. Hard mahi for Spraggan.
Good to see Jackson Hood out there as well for Pukekohe. Nice looking shot.
Yeah.
Ryan Moreau.
Drops into the hips there and puts it up.
47 seconds left in this one, Jax. It's been a pleasure to call this with you. No doubt we'll get together again as this tournament progresses. Mātua.
Ai Toingoa.
Here we go, Hood on the break. What's he got for us?
Oh, damn. Okay, Ben. Doesn't do that on me on the 1v1s though. That's my impression of what I swat him away with.
That was impressive there from Marsh. Hood just got into a bit of a trouble. You see here on the replay, bit of contact there from the initial defender, and then that help from Ben Marsh. It wouldn't have probably even been the peripherals there of Jackson Hood.
And 2-position game here. Shot clock running down for Hamilton boys. 2 seconds. Zeke just off the tupper. Pukekohe will take the lay.
Wow.
Okay, that was a little bit silly, my friend.
Yeah.
He just gave him a free pin.
Marsh is taking all the air out of the ball, and that'll do us here, folks. 69-48. Pukekohe, the big victory over Hamilton Boys High. Jackson Fisher to take us out here on this one.
Thank you, Pano, especially from Zone 2 and up in Pukekohe. Awesome game here in this Pool B clash, Pool A clash, Pool B clash. Nō reira, tēnei tātou ngā mihi.
Girls are twice as likely to drop out of sport. That's why 2 Degrees is committed to fighting for fair for women and girls in sport at every level. Get your Support Her merch and keep her in the game.
It's time for action. We are working to reduce the impacts of climate change. Side by side, with nature, with each other. Through research, investment, and practical innovation. Because nature is not a resource, it's a collaborator. Nativa, leading with nature.
Funding is a real challenge. We know that a lot of schools face that ongoing, and the reality is if you go to a lower decile school in New Zealand, you are less likely to be able to afford to participate in sport.
Obviously, having come through it myself with kids and being one of those kids myself who played sport, I know how much it defined who I was. And now being able to go, I can't fix it all, but we can help and try and give to those people who are going through really tough times. It's a real privilege, but you know, for us, we want to see others get involved in this. This is not a selfish thing for Apollo. This is about how can we get, whether it's construction or other businesses, to get involved in this.
There's a lot of things that kids miss out on, and so to have businesses step up and want to be involved and to help is a game changer for schools. It really is.
Hey, sport is about more than just the game. It's about going from teammates to best mates. It's the high fives and helping hands. It's learning when to back yourself or back your buddies. It's actually being excited to get out of bed early on a Saturday. Sport is about more than just the game. That's why Caltex is proud to help fuel school sports.
Okay. Yes. Okay. Yeah.
This isn't about long-distance calling, technology, or living overseas.
Do I have one more bid? Thank you.
We're going to go once. We're going twice.
And we are sold to the Kiwi phone bidder from Manchester.
It's about Bailey's finding buyers that others can't.
My dad, he wanted somewhere so for all the whānau that were out streets, had somewhere to come home to, and they could call it their own. And so hence the journey of Takahanga Marae began.
opportunity that we can't pass on.
Funding is a real challenge. We know that a lot of schools face that ongoing, and the reality is if you go to a lower decile school in New Zealand, you are less likely to be able to afford to participate in sport.
Obviously, having come through it myself with kids and being one of those kids myself who played sport, I know how much it defined who I was. And now being able to go, I can't fix it all, but we can help and try and give to those people who are going through a tough time. It's a real privilege, but you know, for us, we want to see others get involved in this. This is not a selfish thing for Apollo. This is about how can we get, whether it's construction or other businesses, to get involved in this.
There's a lot of things that kids miss out on, and so to have businesses step up and want to be involved and to help is a game changer for schools. It really is.
E te ti, e te tā, raumai rā ki tēnei kimu, nui whakaharahara. E wangaia Nelson rawa ko Aquinus. Nau mai, whakatau mai. Kia ora, hello and welcome to our second game today. Central Trust, we're here at Central Trust Energy Arena here in the beautiful Manawatu. We're here at Secondary School National Championships. It's a premier tournament on the BBNZ calendar, and I'm Jackson Fisher, by the way, and I'm joined by the one, the only, who needs no introduction, Miles Pearce.
You are Jackson, and I am Miles, and this is the basketball game. We're looking forward to this one. This should be a really good game.
This should be. I was quite happy to see this on my schedule. Nice game. I've watched a little bit of Nelson. Obviously, I'm from Zone 2. I've seen a lot of Aquinus over the years, so really excited to see how these boys go today.
Yeah, it should be a good game, and I was lucky enough to do some coaching at Manakura and some single A stuff when Aquinus was, when we competed against each other, and they've always had a really strong program. I'm really happy to see them make that jump from single A to double A and have some success.
And we've got the team list there. We've got Nelson College, number 0, James Matthews, number 2, Ashton Walker, 4, Awatia Rahui, number 5, Flynn Sargent, number 8, Brody Matiroa, and number 9, Marlon Brown, 10, Lihare Tānoa, number 11, William Daniel, 12, Elijah Inwood, 14, Jack Meller, 15, Cooper Adams, and number 20, Kian Meller. Head coach, Sammy Dempster. Assistants, Tony Anderson and Shep Hipara. And a beautiful manager there is Meg Matthews, who I've heard a lot about as a manager.
There you go. I'm really excited to see Inwood play. He is the younger brother of Aston Inwood, Nelson Giant, and I was lucky you got to work with Asto in the Wellington Saints, and so really looking forward to him. Asto, if you're listening, g'day. Your brothers might be better than you.
We've got the Aquinus team list here. Damien Dunn, number 1 that is. Number 2, Tiare Workman. 3, Michael Wade. 4, Teo Kreslin. Number 4, Patereke Parker. Number 6, Daniel Jardin. Number 8, CJ Flavel. Number 9, Yam Tabulong. And number 12, Kaimani Kaimona. And number 15, Joshua Crescent. Coached by Ben Taggart, assistant by Jono Kreslin, and manager Laura Wade.
And just while you were giving us those team lists, we saw Nelson College take control of the tip. Great little post and cut out of that. And open the scoring with an and one.
This is the Kuru Tautuku there. James Matthew on the wing. He's going to be a force to stop.
Yeah, had some experience with Coach Sam Dempster during the Nelson Giant season.
James, he played with James and Cooper during the season, I believe, did Sam. obviously
go from teammates to mentor very quickly. Great wall up there defensively.
And we're seeing some high-paced basketball here from both sides. Playing some bulk basketball, trying to score within 8 seconds. And for this Aquinus team, we're going to see a lot of these two here in the pick and roll. CJ Flavel and Kaimani. And the other one to the 3-0, I didn't even need to wait. Michael Wade. You see the Hada called there by Elijah.
Well, this is a great matchup because we've got two programs that are very close to NBL programs, Sal's NBL programs, with a number of the Aquinus guys being part of the Phi group and Phi Academy, and Nelson College. Very strong links to the Nelson Giants.
Yeah, obviously having a player of the Nelson Giants as the coach there, and Ben Taggart involved in the women's Phi team, potentially the male Phi team as well. You see that little gut handoff, great little action there.
Great rebound, controlled by Nelson College.
Inward, beautiful Penier step there to freeze or make the defender jump. And then he finishes with the left. Matthews controls his next possession. Aquinus not on the board yet. It's 4-0 here. 2 minutes is played. Inward, Kurufifi Toru, no good. Kaimani, suit upper, cleans it up.
See that free-flowing offense there. A little bit of bully ball. Putting the ball on the floor, using some size and strength.
Kaimani, definitely a force. Uses his size very well. Number 6 there for Nelson College. Gets the little gimme.
A little mishandle and fumble. Aquinus able to keep control.
Kaimani spin move. We will see a lot of that. He can do it in the lane, off the dribble, and he can do it on the low block as well.
Just lost his balance on that drive, but great to see him be able to throw that little up fake and put the ball on the floor. He is a guy that can get hot from the three-point line. I've seen that happen, and he can knock down the triple.
Cooper Adams puts up the 3. Proven three-point shooter there. Recent years with Waimea last year, and got the second place medal in 2023 with the Hayden Jones group, coached by Phil Jones.
They lost a number of guys over the last couple of years, graduating high school, going on to some pretty amazing things. Unfortunately, no Waimea and Phil Jones this year, as we see a couple of guys banging down low. Foul on the glass, foul on the rebound, so Nelson College will take possession.
Speaking of Phil Jones, probably set a few pick and rolls, cleaned up a few boards for him over the years. Auckland Stars, was it? Or?
No, we were teammates for Tall Blacks. Yeah, you never had to rebound for Phil. The ball was always going in.
That's pretty accurate.
Makes life very easy. I did watch Ava Jones last night. I stayed up till the crack of dawn and watched the under-16 girls compete against China, FIBA Asia Cup. Unfortunately, didn't come away with the win, but it was a very good game.
Just the fact that we're able to compete with, China, who's a nation of, I'm not going to say any stats on it because I don't know the accurate
Let's just call it 1 billion and be done with it.
Yeah.
We see Aquinus knocking down the triple.
A whole lot compared to us, a team of 5-6 million. Doing pretty well. CJ pokes away. Man, that is a handle there to be able to do that cross on the run with momentum in the lane and get a shot up.
It is. It's a shame as he took the ball to the basket there, he sort of avoided contact and was fading away. Coach was not happy with the no call, but as an offensive player, you've got to put the referee in a situation where they have to blow the whistle, and moving away and avoiding contact is one of the ways that you probably won't get a whistle.
Two-dupper.
Nelson short arm that one up close. Still hold a 3-point lead. We just pass over the halfway mark of this first quarter.
Aquinus in a show on defense. Little quick show with Marnie. Wade, lay. Kuru whakau. To the empty side pick and roll and dumps it off to Elijah Inwood. Brother Aston Inwood.
As we see the replay there, I think that just is a little bit of a case of weight room. Inwood able to just move the defender into a situation where he's got a foul.
Yeah, it's nice. It was a bit of an unorthodox like baseline cut when Adams was, driving basically, the same line as him. But he was able to pull it off because he just sealed his player there.
Yep.
And presented a hand and it proved to get them on the board. As we have a Wahiki here from Aquinus. Just want to talk things over. 13 plays 9 with 4 minutes, 21 seconds to go here in the first quarter. Just a shout out to Basketball Manawatu for hosting this tournament and putting on some awesome volunteers. Our team in purple here that are working day in, day out in the school holidays, giving up their school holidays to come down here and operate our score benches, which is just so massive. So thank you to them. Hopefully they're putting a good feed. Are they putting a good feed for you?
Good feed. Good looking group we got here today, helping out with the score bench.
Here they are on screen
on
now.
screen, on TV.
Look at them. Yeah, the boys. And the Wahid. It's going to be an exciting game, Miles.
Yeah, this is one that after day one, it was great to see some results, unexpected results in some pools and across the boys, girls, single A and double A. But this is a game after Aquinus had a really big win first up yesterday against Dilworth and then backed it up with a win against St. Kent. They have come out with putting some people on notice that they're here and they're here to play.
As you said that, Kaimani, little jab move to the basket, can't get it to drop. Nelson quickly into their offense, into that Tall Blacks flow stuff that was being seeing a lot here throughout New Zealand. Two side back to middle.
Referee's playing dodge with the players so we can see the bench. Makes that call. I do like the physicality that Nelson College have come in here with particularly on the rebounds. They are getting after it, putting some pressure on the glass, both ends.
Inwood there, not happy with the call.
Well, that happened right in front of our bench. And it's a little, there's definitely contact there that you can see. But Coach Sam Dempster is arguing the point that maybe the offensive player just fell over.
He's used to barking at a few referees, as Sammy D. But you know, we love the passion. These teams have worked hard all year. This is their shot at a national title here at Secondary School Nationals, as we see number 32 get the lay. Unfortunately, Nelson is in their light strip, so our numbers don't quite match up, but I'm going to work hard and get those numbers sorted out for you guys. Back in a moment. You're in good hands with Miles.
We can figure that out as we go. Aquinus, penetration, missed that one. Nelson College back at it again. Moving the ball well, uncontested 3. And a team coached by Sam Dempster will probably take every uncontested 3 that they can get. A tough take. Absolute tough take. But that is just a little clapback action off a score. Ability to push the ball and get feet in paint. And that's putting a lot of pressure on the defensive transition of Nelson College. Oh, you're a resourceful man, James.
I got us a team list here from Mama Matthews. Thank you to her.
So it's not what you know, it's who you know. Very well resourced and connected man.
Speaking of who you know, Miles Pearce knows every person in this building.
This is not quite maybe every other person. Because what happens when you've been around basketball for about 1,000 years. You get to know some people.
And you're a nice guy, Miles. I only met you yesterday. I had the pleasure of meeting you yesterday. Obviously heard your voice, been around the scene for years.
The pleasure was all mine. Meeting you. I was lucky enough.
Thank you, sir.
Great D, turning the ball handler.
Cooper Adams there, up and out.
Yeah, that's what I love to see. Defensive pressure. Great defense. Better offense right there. Able to draw the foul. Flavel. Shifty with the ball.
Yeah, he's used to some pressure there. Done a lot of work with the Phi. Had to play against, played in the Rapid League, so proven against adults. So he comes to tournaments like these. So does Cooper and, James Matthews. And it's just, they've had that pressure and that in-game experience all year. And they get here and they're just able to apply that against kids their own age.
And that is something that I love to see, guys playing up. And, you got juniors here at the tournament playing against seniors, some of the seniors playing in, NBL programs, Rapid League games. Just behind us, Christ College, some big connections to the Canterbury Rams, playing Tauranga boys. So it's great to see a whole lot of talent at different levels being involved and have the ability to play up and learn from whoever they can. You see great penetration. Nelson College attacking that closeout.
And made easy by the Rapid League, giving, our rangatahi some opportunities to get in-game experience. If you're not familiar with the Rapid League by Sal's NBL, it's basically a mini game before the premier Sal's NBL game, and you cannot play any of your starters. So generally your development players and your bench get a good run in 5-minute quarters in the Sal's NBL.
And it is fast. That is a very quick game. Very, very quick game. 4-minute quarters, no timeouts.
No timeouts, I didn't even know that.
No timeout. Each team has one player timeout per half, but the coach cannot interact. So it's great to see those guys take charge. Aquinus able to generate that uncontested 3, pushing in transition, flatten the defense out, and kick back to a trailer. And as you mentioned, Palmerston very good at shooting the ball. Hasn't really shot the ball well so far in this first quarter, but we know he has the capabilities to do so.
Absolutely, he's such a lights out dude when he gets hot. And yeah, just the physicality, as you alluded to before. I love how the referees kind of letting them play, probably to the displeasure of Sammy D over there, having a chat with Elijah. You know, even having these chats, it's been awesome to see BB&Z, Laurie McDaniels, the People's Lead, put on a bit of a hui at the start of the tournament here that encouraged a panel between Matt Lacey and the referees, and just how to talk to coaches that and what's acceptable when coaches ask the question.
Flavel, what a great take there. Sorry to interrupt, that was impressive by Flavel. But you're right, it was great to see the interaction between referee and coach. And it's something that I believe Matthews taking control, able to get to the rim and finishes in the dying moments of this first quarter. It's something that I think that both parties, all three, we've got players, coaches, and officials, that they're all in such close vicinity of each other. They need to have a working relationship, and that's only going to come through conversation and communication. So great to see the referee taking. Sam Dempster had some questions. Great to see the referee taking just a moment out of the game to have that conversation and hopefully ease Sammy's pain in whatever he needed to know.
Yeah,
Matthews.
It's a little bit of a vent.
Yeah. People just want to be heard. And at the end of one, Nelson College hold an 8-point lead.
Yep. 20-12 here. Down at Central Trust Energy Arena. This is a round with some great games. As you see behind us on screen, Christ College and Tauranga Boys. Got a score there?
25-20, Christ College up 5.
Yeah, I called those Tauranga Boys yesterday versus St. Kitts, and their force in the Zone 2 region. Zone 2 plays Zone 4, you don't see that much, except for here at Nationals.
Yep. Ben Sheep was at Nayland College for a brief moment. He organised a tournament there, so I know there was some interaction between the North Island and South Island when that happened. See that score up there for Court 2. Big clash. Christ doing very well yesterday. A couple of wins. As each team fights for that top spot in the pool, every team that tops their pool goes straight to a quarterfinal, with 2 and 3 crossing over and playing off for a chance at a quarterfinal. So if you earn that top spot, you basically get a game off.
And that's so valuable after 6 days of basketball. That's a lot of wear and tear on the body. So have one game off is just a massive advantage.
It's a lot of wear and tear just walking around when you're old. Forget even playing.
Well, just, having a hikoi around this gym, we've got 9 courts here at Central Trust Energy Arena, and the entrance is all the way up at Fly Palmy. So if you've got a game down at Court 1, you're out of breath.
My step count is definitely up, and that was just walking around watching some basketball yesterday. You're right, the great facility and setup here. 9 courts basketball going, and some high-level basketball as well. There's been a couple of games I watched. a little bit of a blowout from time to time. I think 101 was the biggest margin I saw yesterday.
101?
I think it was 101, yes. I'd have to check that, but that was Westlake girls versus Manukura girls. And Westlake got the win by 100, and I believe it was 101.
And honestly, it's probably a polite 101 as well.
Westlake defending champs over and over and over again for the third time.
Kraslin, two-upper from number 5 there for Aquinus.
And that was 23 seconds of great defense, forcing a shot, missed the air ball, but just through that rebounding, as we see Matthews just take control and get on the rim.
He's
earning
so
extra
quick.
possessions. He is. I love the tempo that he plays with and the tempo that the control of the team. Very smart, high IQ guy, knows when to push.
Verticality is number 37. Can't quite track his name down. Maybe my list isn't that accurate. Or is he 27?
I believe.
Shoots a 3.
Yep.
Oh, 32.
There we go. Just a little dyslexic moment. We won't judge you.
Walker.
Yeah. We won't judge you for that.
Quite like this light blue strip from them. And the Aquinus with this pinstripe. You would have seen a lot of that in your playing day, the pinstripe.
There were some teams that rolled the pinstripe. Ogden Grammar's rolling the pinstripe at the moment. There's some great gear.
It's making a comeback.
I do like some of the team gear. I might have to talk to some coaches and see if they can hook me up.
I think that's one of the best things about basketball. You know, the gears you get. Cheers to BB&Z for hooking us up. There's some gears here.
Last year I got to catch up with the legend Byron Vaitoe, and he was decked out.
He's always
decked out with Frankie Mulvihill gear, triple threat, looking fresh. Nelson working hard to create a good bucket there. Missed an easy one, but good on the follow. Able to extend that lead to 10. First double-digit lead of the game.
Kaimani slot drive. Can't finish. Flavel hits the deck. And Matthews, man, lightning quick.
His ability to put pressure on the defense through dribble penetration is very, very impressive. Moment that they start over-helping, you know, that he got the ability to find guys. As we see, drive, bit of a knee clash. Never want to see a player go down injured. But the moment that Aquinus defense will collapse on Matthews' drive, you know he's got the ability to find guys. We see a replay there of that drive. Looked just like a little bit of knee-on-knee action. Never fun. If that's happened to you, you'll understand what's going on.
I wouldn't like a knee clash with you, Miles. I think I'd come off second best.
What are you talking about? I'm a dainty 135 kilos.
Dainty. Oh. And we have a sub here for Teo Kraslin. He's going to take a seat, maybe get some ice on that.
Little bit of a limp.
Matthews, Kurufifi Toru, short off the top up.
Well, you can see there, Matthews had a little bit more range, a little bit more space, on that shot, because defenders are worried about him driving the ball after he's been so successful getting to the rim in the last few possessions. They're going to change up, give him a little bit more space, but if he starts knocking that ball down, you see great footwork. Great high post action. Creating some contact, creating some space, and unfortunately can't finish, but earns a trip to the free throw line.
And I found out an interesting fact about the Aquinus manager there, Wayne Fawcett. He played with Piero and Judd.
There you go.
And the junior Tall Blacks, I believe. Pretty cool.
A little bit of Piero and a little bit of throwback to the legends of the Tall Black jersey. Piero Cameron, Judd Flavel. Both have actually been in charge of the Tall Blacks as coaches as well.
Yeah, Judd Piero currently.
Yep, Piero now coaching over in Asia. And Judd, Tall Blacks and Breakers assistant coach. Great to see him back in that role as we see Inwood picked at the top of the key.
Lovely lay there by number 5, Hocker. Ashton tries to go to work on Kaimani. Not a great idea on that guy, his size. Hutter is called.
And there's that drive from Matthews again. Defense collapses, able to find the corner kick out.
We see probably the most popular inbounds play in the world. Named America's inbounds play, the back screen into the flare. As Money Mike Wade picks his pocket, or picks the pass out of the air and lays it up on the other end with his left hand.
A couple of good defensive possessions there from Aquinus. And this is how quick the game can turn. Couple of steals leads to some breakaways, and what was a 10-point lead just a moment ago is now only 5. Forcing Nelson College into that timeout. Just a little bit of ball protection is probably the thing that Nelson College might be chatting about.
Nelson College had quite a tight contest against Tauranga Boys High School yesterday. They won by 1.
I was actually commentating the show court at the time and happened to make sure that I took my laptop because there's a number of courts that are streamed at the moment. So was commentating and watching with interest, and it was a really good game. I'd have a look down. It's a 9-10 point game, back to 2, back out. It was a real seesaw battle, and Nelson College getting a huge pull victory over Tauranga Boys, who right now are down 16 on the court behind us. Down 16 to Christ College, who are having a very good first day and a half so far.
As we come out of this, Waiheke, see what Nelson's drawn up here. Shake, pick and roll, 2 side. Hits the diagonal roller of Inwood, and he lays it up.
Some great ball movement there, creating an easy look for Nelson College. Aquinus using a lot of clock here. Great attack on the rim. Misses the layup. Gives Nelson College an opportunity to build on that lead. Deflection. Aquinus running the other way.
Mane likes that left drive, right finish, or right drive, left finish kind of float game. But with the contact in this game, you'd like to see him maybe use the backboard a little bit more. As Inwood drains a kuru, Fifi Toru.
Maybe a better shooter than his brother at this stage of his career.
Aston Inwood, the Aston Martin, was actually commentating him at tertiary school nationals a week ago as Flavel. Big Kuruwhiwhi Toru.
Answers back. Keeps this game close. Still at 7. Another stop. Chance to eat into this lead. Flavel pushes. Great ball movement. Even better verticality. A little bit of interference there. Goaltend will be called. Flavel was right place, right time, but couldn't get that one to go. Will be get credited with the points, I believe, after the basket interference.
You may have just touched the net there.
Yep.
And we're looking for a shot clock reset from the bench. They get that sorted for us. We have number 17. Bring the ball up. Tānoa. Cooper Adams, two side with Ashton. Puts up the lefty 3, no good. Oh, number 6.
That was just a great takeaway.
William Daniel.
Johnny on the spot. Just ripped that thing right out of his hands. Able to create the extra possession through that steal. Once again, Nelson College able to get that ball right at the rim. Earn some fouls.
Ben Tackett here. Just talking to the bench. Wants a timeout if Cooper makes the second kuru tautuku. He does, so we'll have a timeout. Aquinus.
Well, it's almost at that point now where it's only a 6-point game, but with 3.5 to go in the first half, you don't want to be. You let these guys get on a run, and all of a sudden be down 8, 10, 12. So you've got that timeout. You may as well use it just to settle the troops and try and get this thing back to evens in the next 3.5, or even take a lead.
Yeah, so pivotal going into half, having that margin as small as possible. If not, yeah, if they could tie it up, that'd be amazing for Aquinus. So they get a possession here out of the timeout. So see what they go to. I'm probably picking maybe a Mani high post catch, or potentially some flare action for one of the shooters, Praslin or CJ.
Well, right now, I think you're right with the Flavel part of this, because Flavel has been such a big part of their offense. He's so good at getting that ball and pushing tempo, creating some pressure on the defense through dribble penetration. And anytime you can get into an action like that for a player of that level of talent, you know you're going to be doing well.
Ball is in. Elijah, our referee here, on the NBL panel. In good hands.
A little 1-2-1-1 full court zone, or 3/4 court zone. Broken fairly easily by Aquinus, but back to match up. Long and strong on that one. Rebound stays with them.
Teo just can't get it to fall.
Another opportunity.
What a good look. Oh, Adams, he can get up there too.
Get up like you.
Oh,
put that thing down.
Hey, we were talking about 2 finishes yesterday in the commentary booth. That is 100% me. I stay on the ground, Miles.
Try and win the You always try and win the horizontal battle on the boards, things like that.
I'm a pump fake guy.
There's not too many guys that can just meet people above the rim. Now, there's been a few over the years that I've seen, but there are some special individuals that can really get up there. I love watching Carlin Davidson play, just for his ability to play up above the rim. There's a couple of young guys coming through that maybe not quite on Carlin's level, but they're still pretty good.
Yeah, Carlin Davidson, a Breakers development player, along with another high flyer of Max Darling. He can get up above the rim, or maybe at the rim.
When he chooses to, yes, he can. I've seen that firsthand. He had a couple of huge dunks playing for the Junior Tall Blacks.
Cooper Adams here, shooting the second of his Kuru Totuku. Gets it to drop. Shooters bounce off the tapa. And as we saw before there, just a nice coaching move, bit of a vet coaching move to change up the defense after a timeout. As you saw the slot drive there from Money Mike Wade. Quick show there from Aquinus. Great coverage, and they get the stop. So just for the fun at home that are unsure, the show or the blitz, this is when they go double the ball screen. Marnie downhill, uses that big left shoulder for the right-hand finish off the glass.
And he's had a couple of good takes like that, but that's the first one he's really been composed and on balance, as we see the ball pressure there from Aquinus forcing the turnover.
Yeah, Aquinus just really turning up the defense after that timeout from Ben Taggart.
Well, they've done a great job changing it up and lifting the intensity as Nelson College settle the ship with that corner three. Daniel, the recipient of everyone else's work, able to break the pressure and find him open in the corner.
Aquinus now playing out of that drag and second side action. It's looking good for them. Forcing Nelson there to really close the gap on those handoffs. 17 there, lovely little push shot, can't get it to drop. He shoots it again.
Shoots it with confidence as well.
Tanoa. That'll be a foul there. Potentially a take foul from 53 Miller. Marnie's all smiles.
Anytime you can, as you see here in the replay, it's a great take. Shifty gets his arm over the top.
Number 24, Materoa, checks into the game for Mela. First one's good for Kaimani.
Knocks that second one down. And despite that defensive effort and creating a couple of turnovers, the lead is still at 5.
Tanoa. Taking a page out of James Matthews' book with that relentless downhill pressure on this Aquinus defense.
It is definitely something that, as players start to progress up higher levels into junior national programs, collegiate programs, Sal's NBL programs. The ability to contain the dribble, and we see a lot of it here. Guys can get on the rim, and they do a very, very good job of it. And so at every other level, as you move up, everyone's looking for guys that can stop that. And I know there is a lot of glory in scoring the ball at a high clip, but every team is looking for guys that can contribute in other ways. And being able to contain the ball, be disruptive in defense, is a huge asset to any program.
Back to middle. Kaimani gets a little bit of a break here at the end of the quarter. Wade, kick out to Kraslin. 3-ball. No good. Ooh, and it'll be Nelson ball with 7.6 on the clock. Sammy D wants a timeout.
And why not? Why not indeed?
Can't take it into the second half with you. Might as well burn it.
Interesting to see what he comes up here. 7 seconds. Got the ball in the backcourt. I'm sure he's got something up his sleeve after years of playing for some really great coaches down in Nelson, including the wonderful Michael Fitchett.
If you're watching, Fitch, shout out to you. Yeah, I feel like potentially Aquinus might come out in a bit of a little zone press just to throw off Nelson.
Which it's always the real tough one, isn't it? I've got that timeout, so I use it to create whatever they're going to draw up. But on the flip side, it's going to give the defense a chance to figure something out and try and throw a spanner in the works.
As Nelson did with Aquinus, they came out in that 1-2, 1-1 and threw Aquinus off a little bit. But they've got less time to work with here. I'm wondering if you're going to see maybe a little punch screen for one of those quick guards to get downhill, and potentially like a hammer or a flare out to a shooter like Cooper or Inwood.
Right, there's that full court pressure. Matthews on the fly, counting it down.
Oh, there you go. It was a little hammer screen on the weak side there.
Well executed.
Well, it's just going to get delayed.
Yeah, the operation is successful, but the patient still died. But we're going to take that. Nelson are going to take a 7-point lead into the half.
We'll be back with you shortly, Fano.
Funding is a real challenge. We know that a lot of schools face that ongoing, and the reality is if you go to a lower decile school in New Zealand, you are less likely to be able to afford to participate in sport.
Obviously, having come through it myself with kids and being one of those kids myself who played sport, I know how much it defined who I was. And now being able to go, I can't fix it all, but we can help and try and give to those people who are going through a tough time. It's a real privilege, but for us, we want to see others get involved in this. This is not a selfish thing for Apollo. This is about how can we get, whether it's construction or other businesses, to get involved in this.
There's a lot of things that kids miss out on, and so to have businesses step up and want to be involved and to help is a game changer for schools. It really is.
This isn't an ad about four-wheel drives. It's about knowing the place, as well as the locals.
You found the place. That's a good start. Built by my great-grandfather 20 years ago.
Hey. Sport is about more than just a game. It's about going from teammates to best mates. It's the high fives and helping hands. That's why Caltex is proud to help fuel school sports.
The forest should never have been taken off this steep hill country that's eroding, and it makes absolute sense to afforest those hills. What we're doing here is using the exotics to help that process get established. We're looking at a managed transition process where those pines are progressively thinned as the native understory establishes. We're trying to do several things here. Soak up carbon, establish native forest, and we're trying to improve biodiversity. You're achieving an awful lot with one program of activity.
Who is Israel Adesanya? He's the middleweight champion of the world. I go Pete.
Don't want to boast, but we do lead the way in a lot of areas.
When they hit the stage, it's like, wow.
Yeah, that was a bit controversial back in the day.
I'm an addict, but I didn't think it would be this hard.
Kind of a bit funny when people say to me, oh, what are the boys up to? And I'm like, oh, hang on, I'll just get out my phone and have a look.
How do we do something that we think we've lost, but maybe we haven't?
There's always going to be times when I'm tempted.
Natural history all around, you just can't avoid stepping on it.
Just thought it was a man's job.
I would go back to my hotel room and I'd be broken.
It's better to be a warrior in a garden than to be a gardener in a war.
This is the future.
It's hard to explain the feeling walking in the footsteps of your ancestors.
The Matariki season of Pakipūmika Aotearoa, ki Māori Plus.
Welcome back. Second half action about to get underway here on court 3 of 9 in this. I pool C game. You can correct me if I'm wrong. Pool C game between Nelson College and Aquinus College. Nelson College holding a 7-point advantage at the break.
It's been a great game of up and down so far. Both teams electing to play a fast style of basketball, which is, as a viewer, just great to watch. More possessions of basketball, the better, right?
Well, it's an interesting one. It's a fun style to play. It's a fun style to coach. But you've got to have the guys to be able to do that. And I think both these teams really do. You know, Flavel getting out in transition, Matthews getting out in transition, Inwood. You know, both teams here have got some guys who can really handle the ball, push the ball under pressure, and it's been an entertaining game so far.
Yeah, you always see James Matthews in a full sweat. Saw him after that Tauranga game there. He needed more than a towel, but that's just that hard mahi and output. Look, even Money Mike is like, oh, I'm not sure if I want to press up on you.
Just a natural advantage. We see Nelson fire an early three. Bit too strong. Inwood. Offensive rebound, put the ball on the floor, get to a spot, and I'd like to see that jump hook action a little more.
Yep, we talked about it yesterday. Love the jump hook. You know, a couple dribbles into the paint there. Puts it up. Hard to block too because you're using your body. You know, body ball defender. And elevating up above your defender. And if he wants to make contact, you'll go to the rim, go to the Kuritotuku as Inwood has here.
And it's great to see some of that post play hasn't died. There's still a few people trying to get O boards and go to work down low, a couple of post ups. Watched Dilworth play last night, and they got a very good post player. Kingston did some wonderful things down low as we see Aquinus try and answer.
Preslin not quite being able to get that one to go. He contributes in other ways though. Great defender, can knock the three down. I coached him this year for Waikato under 18s. Great character too is Kreslin as he makes the beautiful backdoor play there.
little bit of European style basketball, some cuts while driving as well.
Inwood. He loves that. And one play. And to start this third quarter, 9-point lead now for Nelson.
And I feel like these guys are just going to chip away and grind that out if you allow it to happen. Just very good, solid defensively. Stop, score. Not if Flavel has anything to do with it, though. We spoke about that in the first half, Flavel's ability to put the ball on the floor and put pressure on the defense.
So high post flash here. Likes to go Marnie. Swats it away, does Marnie. Oh, wow. You don't often see it blocked on the perimeter.
Back-to-back blocks as well. Each team coming up with a block shot.
Very impressive by Cooper Adam. Bouncy.
Bouncy indeed. And just having a little sneak peek behind us. Christ College playing Tauranga boys. Christ College up 57-48 in that one.
And Tānoa there, beautiful little floater in the lane. Money Mike downhill. Kaimani will clean it up.
Sam Dempster puts his hands on his head there at that, giving up that offensive rebound. Probably pull his hair out if he had any, as we see Inwood again on the rim.
He's hyped. He's a competitor, is Inwood. Referee just having a little bit of a chat with him. Oh, that replay. He's cool, calm, collected at the line.
Good show of emotion, but a little bit of a, almost went to dribble handoff. And instead of continuing on to the handoffs, turned the corner and got on the rim.
Little keep action there.
Yep, I love that. Mika Vakona.
1-2-2 into the 2-3 by Nelson. Aquinus picks it apart though.
Not a bad change-up going to that zone.
Cooper Adam, vicious crossover, and 3-ball by Inwood. Kurufifi Toru. Nelson is up 11 now. Another keep action there by Kaimani off the get. Oh, that cross is just so nice by Cooper Adam.
It really is. Shades of Allen Iverson.
The low cross, all right.
It's nice he's able to create some space and he's been able to get to the rim, find teammates. And sweet. Ball taken away from Inwood. But done illegally, according to the referee.
And that'll be probably a coach's nightmare here when you foul near the basket you're trying to score and then you walk all the way down to the other end where you're trying to defend and concede free throws while the time's not going.
Yeah, it's never great, those fouls. I like the intent. Scrapping on the glass, trying to get that ball back. But unfortunately, fouling at the other end lets Elijah Inwood walk the length of the floor and knock down his first free throw. Sorry, Lige, I insulted you there by calling you Aston.
And the foul count is 5 for Aquinus. So anytime they foul in this next quarter for the next 6 minutes and 10 seconds, Nelson's going to go to the line, which is not what you want when you're down 13. Great little cut there by number 12.
And right now, as you mentioned, that lead getting blown out to 13. Aquinus need to figure out some actions to just score, potentially get the ball in Flavel's hands, maybe an Iverson cut, something where to get some action where he can catch the ball, rip and get on the rim. So a little hold up in play. Just waiting to grab a couple of towels and clean up the floor. We don't want anyone slipping and getting injured. Matthews and Inwoods clean up the floor and clean up themselves, getting ready to go.
Sorry, number 12 there, Young. Come along. Money Mike down low.
Nice little patience there. Little froze the defender with a little eyebrow fake.
Oh, he doesn't use the crossover this time. Inwood can't convert on the Kurufufi Toru attempt. The pick and pop action with Kaimani.
But that's Flavel's gravity right there, coming off the on-ball draw and two defenders. Big man pops and gets that shooter's roll as we see that low crossover again. Didn't quite come out this way. Flavel back in transition.
Body control by CJ Flavel is immense. Putting his body on the line and just willing this Aquinus team and request for a towel there by Money Mike. He knows a bit about a mop-it game there. CJ, Teo, Mike and Kaimani do a lot of that for the Tauranga fight. So impeccable work down there on the baseline, Mike.
Putting some life skills to practice.
Speaking of Tauranga fight, we see Matt Lacey in the building, ripping the BNZ Breakers back to black kit.
What are your thoughts on the change back to black?
I honestly, I'm a bit of an outlier here. I did actually quite like the pink, but I'm happy to see them go back to the back to black looks great as well. It looks great, but I was a fan of the pink.
There you go. There you go.
Probably an outlier. No? I don't know. You know, it's just different. You don't see many pink. I think that's probably why they did it. But obviously, you know, the championships, the pedigree of that blue and black. This new ownership group is trying to bring it back.
And exciting times coming up for the NBL season.
James Matthew might need to towel himself. Working hard, doing the mahi. Oh, there you go. There's the Iverson set you were talking about off the inbounds there, Miles.
just impressive sometimes when these things happen. It makes me look smarter than I really am.
You've got some brains, Miles. Heard you over the years, stole a few things off of you on the commentary booth. About the things you say about our beautiful game, Poitukuhu.
And I may be a little bit biased, but I do love the game. I love where it's come from here in New Zealand and where it's going, and the opportunity for so many of these young athletes representing their schools here. It's just going to be an amazing future. We've had some very good, some very, very good results at the under-17s and 19 Worlds. One of those guys here, I believe Napier walked in, and we're watching a little bit of this game not too long ago. Jackson Ball. Yeah. Appropriate name.
I haven't really seen much of it.
Appropriate name.
A joke. He's playing with his little brother, K-Sport, this year.
And I was talking to some of the coaching staff at Napier Boys, and Case had I think it was, now someone might correct me if I'm wrong, but Case is still a junior, playing up in the seniors as well. And earlier this year, he had a 60-point game in the juniors.
I did hear about that, actually. A couple of my juniors back home were telling me about it, and I was like, surely not. But there you go. Baller in the family. Cooper Adams just off on the Kuru Fifi Toru attempt.
Great little deflection there, piece of the ball, able to put that shot off. You see that baseline cut that has worked a number of times for Aquinus. Aquinus inbound the ball and drive kick.
Unselfish basketball by Aquinus.
It's what you like to see when teams get to that level where they're no longer just playing with each other, they're playing for each other. Matthews loses the handle but gets it back. It's amazing to see the ball movement, what teams can actually do. There's Aquinus. Call timeout. 3:16 here to go.
59 plays 47. Nelson College is up. And a little bit of a score update on this Tauranga Christ game. It is 68-54. Christ is up. Aloha mai whānau.
And it's a really tough pull. And it's been some crazy results, but Dilworth, Nelson College, Tauranga Boys, St Kitts, Christ and Aquinus all battling it out. As we mentioned earlier, at the end of pool play, the top seed goes straight through to the quarterfinal, and then 2 and 3 will cross over, and I believe C and D cross over.
Yeah.
And so every single point matters. There could be situations where there is like tie, 2, 3 tie. It's happened in the past where there's 3 or 4 teams all in the same win-loss record because so-and-so beat someone, but they beat someone else, and so every point counts as on countback. And no team wants to be in that situation where they miss out on a berth in an elimination final or in a quarterfinal by a handful of points.
Absolutely right here as Ben Taggart cooks up a little out of bounds. I'm sorry, a little play call here. Gets Komani downhill with a little exit screen in the corner. But yeah, absolutely right. These teams have worked so hard to get to nationals as it is. Throughout the year, they want to go out and do the best as they can. And getting a quarterfinal would just be so massive to become top 8 at this prestigious event. But yeah, if you're talking about pool of death, this is a bit of a pool of death, this one.
It really, every school that has battled their way through regionals to get here is tough, but it just seems that this pool is very, very hotly contested. Some great results and some unexpected results.
Yeah, Aquinus beating Dilworth, who's #1 seed in Zone 1. Makes you beg the question of, Zone 1 stealing that 7th spot, as we talked about on the broadcast yesterday. Obviously, I've got my Zone 2 bias, but we want our 6th spot back, man. We want it back. I'm putting it out there, please.
Well, that change made a few years ago, as we see a great finish through contact.
Parker. Patariki Parker. Beautiful name, too.
There you go. Hard work down low. The guard able to corral that ball. Unfortunately can't get there, but he earns another possession to the free throw line, rebounding his own missed free throw. Do not see that very often.
That is a coach killer, as you see Sammy D making some subs here. But this Nelson team does look a bit gassed. They play such up-tempo basketball.
And I believe that was the 4th foul. So with just over 2.5 to play, that's a key player for Nelson College in a little bit of foul trouble.
Could very quickly turn things with a lot of basketball to be played here in this game. As they cut it to 9. Ben Taggart pleading out to his boys. One stop. Just get one and we can work from there. And they get it. Number 53, just off Mella. And one.
I like what I have seen from CJ Flavel.
Yeah, you talk about dogs. The dog is definitely in CJ Flavel. Formerly at Te Aroha College with Alex Stokovic.
He's making the move south, taking over the Polkai for the upcoming season, as we see a charge, offensive foul called on Matthews.
We get a replay on that. Here it is. And who else but Parker involved in that one. I do believe that was a charge.
Good defensive position. Great wall up. Very good defensive possession, as we see once again warm, humid here in the gym. Palmy turning on, always good weather, just don't go outside.
I've heard that from a few people in Palmy, that the sun never shines on it.
Oh no, it's been, last week was absolutely stunning. And then you turned up, I don't know what's going on.
It's always last week. Oh yeah. Mate, you should have been here.
Last week.
Is it like the Scotland of like New Zealand or something?
Isn't that Dunedin?
yeah, fair enough.
But no, it's there's been some wild weather. I heard some stories about teams, as you see, big fella go and work down low. Some work, putting in work down low. And this lead is back to 6 with 2 free throws coming.
There's that left spin. The tides are turning in the building here.
And that's a 4th foul. So a couple of players now on the 4, wearing 4 fouls.
I don't believe Nelson has scored for like the last 3 to 4 possessions, maybe more. And Aquinus slowly chips away at this lead here. But if you talk about stars this quarter, Patariki Parker, definitely one of them. Huge role player for this Aquinus squad.
Not necessarily a star player, but a star in his role. Between Nelson College, good action. But a foul at the free throw line at one end will send Aquinus to the free throw line at the other.
That'll be a foul on Aston Inwood, I believe, which is his 4th. Some big fouls in this 3rd quarter on some key pieces of this Nelson squad. Money Mike heads to the Kuru Tautuku. He misses the first one. One to come here. Can he cut it? 5. He cannot.
Unable to do so. But this is a real problem right now for Nelson College with 3 guys. Maybe it's not a problem. They shoot the ball like that.
Great answer.
But 3 of their players, rotation guys, all with 4 fouls.
Oh,
the answer.
Teo Kraslin. Big bucket. There we go.
Just beating that pressure, a little spin to the baseline and an easy score.
Ashton Walker. I did see him in the Nelson Under-18 squad at Nationals this year.
I do like what Flavel is doing. He's, able to create for himself and others. As we see Matthews off on that one. Nelson able to control the ball.
We'll have one more shot to close this 3rd quarter here at Secondary School Nationals. Matthews downhill, dump off, post hook. Can't get it to drop.
And that's a tough finish to that quarter for Nelson College. As we mentioned, some players in foul trouble. Let's see how Coach Dempster can ride that wave. There's a little chat with his assistant coach.
There's that 3 ball. Rihare Taonua. And then the following one by Teo Kraslin. Some awesome highlight package there from our team behind the camera. They're really holding it down this week.
And just that quick answer from Aquinus, able to answer right back on that triple.
They definitely could have, pushed that lead out again. They got it back to 6. And then a few more answers. And we sit at an 8-point lead from Nelson, but, Cooper, Adams, and Elijah Inwood on 4 fouls. Do you think they'll start the quarter?
I personally wouldn't risk it with the game still fairly close. 8-point game. it would be a roll of the dice that if they pick up an early one, then they're out of the game. It might be a situation where coach tries to ride that bench for a few minutes and then maybe plays one of the guys in foul trouble at a time, because you don't want them bang, bang, picking up fouls and not able to play. They've been such an instrumental part of being able to control this game up until now.
And you'll see the 5 taking the court will not include Cooper or Elijah, as you alluded to there, Miles. Sammy D is taking no gambles today.
He's a smart man. He knows what's going on. Just too big a risk with 10 minutes to go. It's such a long time in a game of basketball, as we see the little quick show and kick on action.
Aquinus wanting to travel there. Ahikoi. Big triple there. Number 24, Brody Materoa.
And I do like this switching defense that Nelson College has started to employ. They don't really have a big man, or their guards aren't that small, so the ability to switch 1 through 5 was Lee Matthews. Take it coast to coast.
He does his best inward impression of the and one.
I think Inwood's got a little more to work with on the flex afterwards.
See the replay here. Just a quick change of speed and downhill by James Matthews. That's why he's earned his place on many NZ teams. Under 17s in Qatar, I believe, was it, in 2023?
I think you might be correct. Qatar sounds very familiar.
Oh, wet spot there. They're wanting to travel.
I'm more inclined to stop. There we go. I was going to say I'll be more inclined to just stop the game and try and clean that up. Never good seeing guys fall like that. Player safety is paramount.
Yeah, you don't want to see a groin injury or something from something silly like a wet patch on the floor that could end.
2 guys went down in the exact same spot. You know there's something wrong.
Yeah.
Either that or their shoe game is just not quite up to it.
Money Mike with some Kobe's on. Again, Moppet duties, just so natural from Michael Wade.
Big battle coming up here just after this one with Napier boys playing some Pat Silverstream. Would have met each other a couple of times throughout the years in the Zone 3 region.
It's definitely a massive one. They go for the lob play here off the Iverson. Oh, great jam there to get the O-board. Money Mike. It's not money this time.
Good sportsmanship there.
Well, we need that towel again. We will not. Feels a lot closer than it actually is here. As I say that, Money Mike's, Money scores.
Well, like I mentioned earlier, there's not a whole lot of size for Nelson College right now. As we see Matthews get that ball poked away and Aquinus come away in transition. And so that switching defense, if they can keep going until they find a favorable matchup, big fella can assert some dominance down low.
And this is probably the group that Aquinus really want to score on. having, you know, two key players like Inwood and Cooper Adam out. But Scrim's doing a great job. Pesky little defenders.
Yeah, and you can see there, Aquinus found the matchup they wanted, just couldn't take advantage and score off that.
Oh, another big.
Now for a guy that's hit a couple already, that's just too much space. They're helping so far out of that corner. And he's knocked one down in the other corner just a little while ago as Flavel short arms that one. He can hold his head high.
That was Brody Mataroa from Blenheim. Recently moved up as a boarder to Nelson. See, out of bounds call there, go the way of Aquinus. Oh, and call overturned by Elijah.
And this is why we have the referees working together as a team, able to help each other out. We get to see the replay.
James Matthews
rejects that on ball.
If you see a little bit of a veteran move there by Ashton Walker, he taps the hip of Michael Wade to imply that the screen was coming from the left, and he sets it on the right. Probably learned that from Sammy D.
Hoping so. Sammy D's the crafty vet in Sal's NPL for Nelson Giants. Great to see. I hope he goes around for another year or 7. Love watching him play.
He's eternal, Sammy D. And we see Cooper Adam and Elijah Inwood go to the bench. They're going to come into the game as Money Mike. There's not so money on that position.
Well, not only have Nelson College been able to ride that wave with the foul trouble, they've been able to extend the lead.
Three air balls in a row there. I think this group might be a bit gassed.
Something wrong with the rim. Someone left the door open, windows. Yeah.
Is that what happened on your three-point attempts, Miles?
I can honestly say it did not, because I never shot any.
You're 100%.
I actually was one season.
Really?
Yep, for Hawke's Bay. Sean Dennis was our coach, and we've been working on shooting the three, and he actually pulled me out of the game and said, we don't work on that, you got to shoot the next one. So on a reversal, I shot it. This is about a midway point of the season, and it was 1 for 1 for the year.
Wow, there you go.
There you go, 100%.
Not many can say that, but
I did not want to screw up my percentage by shooting another one.
You're like, yeah, that's enough, mate. One and done.
I did not take many. And that theory, I did not make many. I knew where my bread was buttered. Screen, run the floor, rebound. I'm good with that. Oh, as we see, just a little bit, just the deflection and the pressure in the backcourt. The ball was inbounded. They needed to get that over the line and get it over quick, but unfortunately did not do that. Nelson College turning the ball over. Oh, sorry, Aquinus turning the ball over, giving Nelson College another chance at this to extend the lead.
Ball in the hands of Inwood. Goes downhill. Gets the runner to drop. I was actually talking to James Matthews before the game, and he informed me that, I hope this is right, that the Inwood whānau is related to the first ever Chinese immigrant to New Zealand.
Okay.
He assured me that that was correct.
I hope he's not saying that just to get you going on there. I don't believe that would be the case, as we see a great take by Inwood.
Inwood back-to-back buckets. Tell him, Brody, sorry, I saw you there, but I just decided to spin move and lay it in myself.
Yep.
Here it is.
Great footwork, great balance. Aquinus calling that timeout as this lead getting up to 12 points.
It's interesting to see what Aquinus comes out here. Probably need a few more positions in the game with him.
And with just under 5.5 to go, it's still a ball game. 12 points is not too bad, but Aquinus have generated some very good looks at the rim. They've got to make those. And then they've got to be able to get stop after stop and chip away to eat into this 12-point lead. It just seems like a moment ago that it was at 6. So they can bring this back very, very quickly.
Especially the firepower of Kaimani, Komoana, and CJ Flavel. They can definitely light up the three-point line. They want a quick one inside. Can't get it. Ball movement is impeccable by Nelson, and they get the keep. Easy one by Cooper Adam.
And we spoke about Aquinus being able to get a stop to try and eat into this 12-point lead, but Nelson College just put on a display offensively.
Kaimana gets his own one. Oh, Kamani, sorry. I know where my mind is.
Great hustle. Both teams, and this is the hard part of national. Getting to this tournament is hard enough, and then once you're here, the understanding of what's going on is even harder, because this is now possibly the 3rd game for some of these guys, and in the pool play for the boys, in the first 3 days, you play 5 games. And that's just a lot of load that some guys aren't used to. First time here, you play back-to-back days of 2 games, and you know your rest day is 1 game. And that's why earning that top spot in a pool is so helpful, because you get that extra game off. As we see the big fella try and bully his way to the rim, can't get it to go. Lead at 14 as we just tick under 4 minutes.
Inwood controls the possession. Been so pivotal for this Nelson squad. Out there with 4 fouls. Speaking about, you know, time together and experience, you know, James Matthews, this is his 4th Nationals. He came as a year 10. And for Michael Wade and Kaimani, their 8th season playing together of basketball.
That's impressive. They're not that smart, and they've been held back that many times. No, it's great to see some connections that start for some of these guys in some places. Some of these guys end up playing at primary school together. Primary all the way through intermediate and high school, which is great to see. They build up an absolutely fantastic connection, and we see Flavel, great kick ahead.
Breslin gets the ball taken away from him. Some massive minutes here from number 6, William Daniel. He's been a quiet assassin there, just O-boarding. Let's talk about O-boards. Big man Mella pulls one down.
Well, it's been something that I've noticed here the rebound, the teams that get after it on the offensive glass. You mentioned jamming before, where teams are moving forward on offensive shots to try and force some things, as we see Inwood knock down a three.
So passionate.
But the ability to rebound the ball at the offensive end and earn an extra possession for your team is fantastic. And Nelson College have done an outstanding job of that here this morning.
Yeah, and I mean, you see it in our, NZ age group teams, the Tall Blacks. They love to jam, love to O-board, so you're seeing it at this grassroots level, and they're just getting that repetition of what is expected of them if they were to crack it into that, New Zealand space. And that's why we're able to compete with, these big nations and do so well at these Asia Cups, right?
Yes, indeed. This game has quickly blown out what was a 12-point game and sort of hanging in the balance. Nelson College has put their foot down and turned this into a 19-point lead very quickly.
And I didn't watch the Dilworth game there, but Aquinus had quite a similar, I heard that it was quite a similar game. It was quite close throughout the game, and then they just went on a little bit of a run and pushed it out there to beat Dilworth by 12. So getting a bit of a taste of their own medicine. But hey, they're a single A school here at a double A secondary school nationals. They're doing very well as Aquinus.
They are indeed, and I love the fact that once they qualified, no one, and not to be disrespectful or mean in any way, but no one cares that they're single A, because they're coming in here. I don't think they care, coming out and taking a couple of big scalps yesterday. So with 2.5 to go, a 19-point lead, they've got some guys that can really shoot the ball, so they could eat into this, but Nelson have done a good job controlling the tempo of this one. They've got 2 more pool games to play after this one to try and earn a top spot or to a 2-3 crossover.
Michael Wade, spin move. Tipped out by Adams. Be Aquinus on the baseline here. Teo, again, as you said before, O-boards, extra possession for them, valuable score.
And when you're a team without a dominant force on the glass, Nelson College, as you say, great take. Oh, tough. Maybe got a little bit of the wrist on that one. But when you don't have a dominant big or rebounder, doesn't have to be a big, but a dominant rebounder, you've got to do it as a collective effort. As we see the replay here, great dump off. Looked like he just got him maybe on the wrist.
Yeah, obviously the referees have a better angle than us. We have...
we're sitting in the comfy chair on the sideline.
We'd get up and down this court with ease, though, wouldn't we?
With ease, yes. It would just be very slowly.
Too good, Miles.
You're young. You can get up and down, We'd throw the outlet passes to you. Nelson College can't convert those free throws. Still sits at a 17-point lead.
Another wet patch down low. It's been the story of this game. One of them.
There have been a number of times guys have gone over. A little bit of drizzle outside, a little bit of humidity. Just want to make sure we keep those players safe.
Excited to see this matchup next. St. Pat's. Silverstream versus Westlake Boys High. They're warming up, as you see on your screen, behind our court there. But if you're in the Manawatu basketball region, the Manawatu region, come down here. Like, some great games on display as you saw this one. That'll be basket, interference, and count for Nelson College there. A quick shout out to some of our sponsors, our major partner, Foot Locker, Whakaata Māori, our host association, Basketball Manawatu, funding partners, New Zealand Community Trust, Four Winds Lions Foundation, and of course, Sport New Zealand, Moulton, Bailey's, New Zealand Carbon Farming, Caltex, Apollo Project, Sport Manawatu, Glory League, GJ, Gardner, Palmerston North City Council, InspireNet, and the NZ Sport Collective. Ngā mihi koutou.
Yes, it's an absolutely fantastic event, but these things do not just happen by themselves. See the big fella try and go to work down low. And a huge thank you to everyone involved as we see Inwood just get his pocket picked.
And both teams playing to the end here, keeping their studs in, because points differential, if there's a three-way tie.
Which in this pool, anything is possible with the loaded pool of talent that is Matthews all over the ball defensively, forcing a turnover with 41 seconds to play.
Yeah, you don't often see that in a 20-point game, nearly, in the last 40 seconds.
The Napier boys we saw on the baseline there, waiting to take this court. The next round they play here. Playing against St. Pat's Silverstream, two Zone 3 teams in a matchup.
Kuruwhiwhi toru, Brody. Mataroa. Materoa.
He has shot the ball extremely well. Help him push this out to a 20-point lead.
Now one more position here, potentially, for Aquinus.
15 on the game clock, 12 on the shot clock. It's not going to matter. Aquinus turned that ball over.
I think Sammy D's telling them go score.
Well, he understands the point differential. He understands what's going on. Inwood able to put the icing on the cake, as they say. And that will be it. 91-69, Nelson College take the victory in this Pool C matchup. Thank you very much for tuning in. And keep your eyes on all the games coming up on Whakaata Māori. Thank you and see you soon.
This is an opportunity that we can't pass on.